it's a different type of thing. Sean kind of showed me this, so shout out to Sean, and he definitely helped me with revising my Jamble recap. So there we go.
We started our days in the city of Rymeshield finishing up various things, such as the dynamic duo of Lucas and Bond continuing their winning streak in the underground wrestling world under the team name Trigger Fire. Anad continued his endeavor of creating a new spell while Molly and Voss do some expressive work in the arts. We proceeded to the war council that is being held at the Evergeist. As we spoke strategy, we were interrupted by a colossal red dragon named Varnero, Herald of the Creeping Doom. Varnero claims he's going to conquer us and shows us his power by firing a large fiery blast out of his mouth and killed several thousand troops and destroyed a portion of the city's wall. We learned from the Archon that Varnero holds a divine spark from Tiamat. After the dragon departed, we began to prepare to fight against the Vold forces. From scout reports, the Vold are being led by Cypher Gan, the ancient elf whose simulacrum we battled previously. With enemy forces bearing down on us, we're trying to figure out how we're going to fight a three-way war with our defenses heavily diminished due to the ancient chromatic dragon's deadly introduction.
And there is the recap for you, gentlemen.
That was awesome.
Nice.
And what the hell was it?
Good job.
AI audio thing. It basically took the whole recap and put it into an audio log, and I was able to play it.
That was cool. That was.
I bet y'all enjoyed that sexy voice.
Yeah, I mean, way better than yours. Like.
Oh yeah, so no doubt, no doubt in my mind.
If you're a 5 and Marte's a 10, that was like an 8.
That was an 8. Okay.
Yeah.
There you
Nice.
go.
So, but yep, that's where we're at. So, the scene is ahead of you, and actually, one thing that you've noticed that, as a testament to the destructive power of this dragon, the very end of that beam of fire did so much damage to the landscape that off in the distance from the city where the beam finally ended, there's literal magma seeping out from the planet's crust because the beam dug into the ground just that far. So, to describe the full scene to you, so you have all the information, so you know what to work with. There is a very large chunk of the city's southeastern wall that is just gone. On top of that, heavy damage to the structures. Many of the major buildings inside of the city. Luckily, the Evergeist was undamaged, which is where they were planning on keeping a large portion of the citizens. Not all of them, but a large portion of them. In addition to that, you have like a sporting stadium that was going to hold some refugees or some citizens to keep them safe. On top of that, we'll say probably about 1,000 feet out from the city's entrance, there is a large gaping hole in the ground where the dragon's beam of fire ended that is seeping magma from the planet's crust, forming in a wide canal that stretches across the majority of where they would be approaching from into the city.
Just out of curiosity, the way this guy did this whole beam of fire, was it really kind of leveled specifically at the city, or was it just everything in its way? Kind of like, did he also get some of the Vold? Like, he didn't really care whether they were Vold or people, or was this really just targeted at the city's defenses?
The Vold weren't really there yet, but based on what you know, these things would be no friends. These dragons would be no friends to the Vold either. You don't have any reason to believe that they would.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. That's what I was trying to clarify. All right.
Is there? So, I don't know if this is the thing. Is there like a magic recording that they could like basically have recorded that and we be able to like holographic displayed it or some shit like that, or is that not even a thing?
Device that exists. Motion pictures aren't a thing yet. Still photography does exist. So if somebody had captured a picture, but that's you don't have any reason to believe that somebody had, but you can investigate if somebody did through the midst of all that chaos decide to pull out a camera and snap a photo.
I mean, I could replicate it, but I can't make it to the size that it was. It's colossal. Like, I can do a major image and make it a full large dragon, but it'll be a smaller version of that for sure.
And also, again, a detail that you haven't ever seen in a dragon before, because the dragon, their magical energy, it's internal, and the breath weapon is the outward expression of that. But normally you don't see any external expression of a dragon's magic. That one you absolutely did. Its wings were on fire.
So, my next question is has the Archon already left, or is he still here?
No, he's still there. We are
Okay.
we are picking up minutes after this attack happened. So
Cool.
largely, I'm leaving it up to you guys to figure out how you want to deal with the aftermath and plan.
There's a few things that I want to do during the night. So I'm going to take a watchful rest potion, and I'm going to talk to the Archon and show him the mana bomb that I've pretty much been creating,
Okay.
and ask him if there's any way he could help me finish it. Because I'm basically on the cusp of finishing it. Is there any way I could finish it tonight?
So you want to ask the Archon about that? Okay.
Well, I want to ask you as a DM. Is there any way I could finish it tonight?
You are the Archon.
Right. So possibly. The problem is that you need another core to do that.
I have two. I already have two.
You already have to?
I
Okay,
have one
then-
from the I have one for the original, and then one when we fought the tech girl, because her suit was powered by it. I think.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to make some checks. I'm not gonna say it's guaranteed that you could do it. I'm gonna say there's a chance.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, you wouldn't have to ask the Archon about this. You have enough knowledge of tinkering, and though you yourself are not versed enough in the arcane, you understand enough to a lesser degree, because a lot of the machinery that you work with is powered by magic. So you've worked with it. You might not command it, but you've worked with magic.
I don't think I have proficiency in magic. Arcana. No, I do not. Never mind. I do want to have someone of the arcane nature to help me to get advantage on this tinkering check.
Well, you've got a few options within your own party, so take your pick.
I think this is something I would be interested in, so I'll assist.
Anand has already helped me out with this to begin with. He was the original person to help me out with it, so I am going to go to him and ask him to help me out with it.
Okay. Yeah, Anon has the in-game equivalent of a bachelor's degree in magic, basically. So, yeah.
It's higher than a bachelor's, my man. Come on.
All right, fine.
It's
you have
a
a master's
master's
degree,
degree.
This
basically.
is clear, he's in grad school at least. Please.
Sure. We'll say you've got your graduate degree then, but yeah.
We're on a final link with this. We just need to finish this, and hopefully we can use it against the Bold Army tomorrow. I just need to learn how to way to deliver it. Maybe a certain dragon of sorts can carry it with its claws and drop it over the enemies. As I look over at the Archon.
Is this magic napalm?
I don't think you know that the Archon is a dragon.
No, I know. I was metagaming, but I'm just joking. I wasn't being serious. But I do say that to a nod. I do need a way of delivering this. Yes, it is a magic-made bomb between two giant magic crystals. Wires in between it, connecting it, and I need to now figure out how to detonate it with a timer for it to be set off. I know this is your old ancestors, so dig deep here.
Well, I could tell you how I would want it to work, but if we want to use Gavin's words, then I'm going to have to roll some Arcana.
Give me what you got first. We'll see whether you need
Okay.
to or not.
We're going to treat it right. Like let's treat it like an atomic bomb in real life.
You don't know what that is.
I'm prefacing this so he'll understand what I'm talking about. Let's treat it like an atomic bomb in real life. So Anon's like, okay, why don't we use a smaller explosion to set off a chain reaction that results in the larger magical detonation? So we're going to get it to where it's condensed, packed very heavily together, and then we're going to encase it in a magical field of energy that's tangible. Like it's going to be extremely thick, kind of built like these crystals that I absorb. And we're going to use that as a basis, but we're going to make it to where it's a bit unstable so that it expires at a specific time or with a specific amount of pressure. So, for example, we could set it to where we know for a fact this is going to expire and cause a little pop after 24 hours, or we can make it so brittle, just think of like, nitroglycerin, to where when it actually hits something with impact, it explodes, which in turn will cause another explosion. So we could either plan it somewhere and do the 24-hour expiration, or we can fly it over with like a magic carpet or a broom or something and just kind of like magic carpet bomb them. Oh snap, it's literally magic carpet bomb. It's genius.
Yes, but with this, I do believe Anand with this this much Arcana
Real quick, one thing, Nick, you would know essentially the way that this is gonna have to work is essentially you're trying to recreate Chernobyl. You're trying to take these two power sources and intentionally send them into meltdown. Is basically the whole way that this works.
Yeah, one is surging in energy into the other, into the other, and it keeps on doing it back and forth until it gets to a point where it just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Okay.
Oh,
I do
okay.
believe-
Well, or there's another option if that's what you're wanting to do. Why don't imagine a sphere, but then a sphere that has two separate compartments controlled by something very small in the middle. When that tiny thing breaks, then the reaction can begin.
I don't. And the thing is, I do not know the amount of devastation that this bomb is going to bring to the battlefield. So, if someone is to drop it, they must be able to get away very quickly.
Like maybe like 1,000 fireballs worth of damage.
Maybe. I don't know.
So I'm gonna
I've
roll
heard-
Arcana to see if we can get jump started on this.
Oh shit!
We're
wish I
gonna
could-
re-roll that.
Yes, we are.
that.
Or
18's
just
close
decide
enough.
that you just succeed.
All right. So, what were you wanting to that check? Just clarifying. What was it for? What were you trying to determine with that check?
Verify which of these things that we've discussed would be the best way to go about doing it the way he wants it to happen.
So you do know that once you initiate a power loop, once you start pulling power from one battery and you pull it into the other, and it goes around and around and around building, that will be a relatively quick reaction. These cells are meant to discharge power, not absorb it. So with you already pouring that much energy into something that's not even meant to take on energy in the first place, it's going to accelerate pretty quickly. So you would imagine that any sort of plan, if this is what you were looking for, that would cause this connection to go on, you probably wouldn't have to worry too much about the timing that much after that contact is initiated, after that power sequence begins to start.
Question:
Nice.
will we know what damage type or what kind of, I guess, magical energy / damage this thing will do?
You can
I have a-
theorize, but this has
But
never
you
been
don't
done
really know.
before.
Okay.
You're the pioneer of this. You are
Yes, I am.
who's the creator of the atom? You're the Manhattan Project of.
He's
Uh,
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, you are this is your Manhattan Project here. So you can only theorize. If you would like to give it your best shot, I will
Best
allow
shot of
you
what?
to give me to estimate the amount of devastation of this.
Okay.
You can give me a tinkering check using your intelligence. Give me a tinkering check. I'll let you do it with advantage.
Yeah.
Even if I'm going to tell you, even if you manage to roll high on this, you can only estimate this to even then still a fairly wide margin.
Should it technically just be a save because I'm proficient in intelligence, so it would just add to
Sure.
proficiency. So it'd just be a save, right?
Whatever the equivalent of is.
With a 22.
All right, so you imagine that this explosion would be enough to level about a quarter to a third of a large city, and a large city at that. That's your best estimate. You would think you would probably need to deploy this from at least a few thousand feet away to make sure that your city is not damaged. And you don't know if there's going to be any kind of fallout from this either. So that I won't tell you. You do not know whether there's going to be any lingering effect on the landscape after this.
Okay. All right. So I guess I get the Dawn Commander and some of the other people and tell them about it and just basically tell them I don't know what the long-lasting effects is going to be to this. Where's the best place to, I guess, deploy it from? I want to try to use it in this battle, far out in the battlefield as they're coming toward. I don't know how many Vold are actually going to be attacking us at this point. And I guess I get the city or whoever, I guess the High King, or is there a king for the city?
There's
or
a High
whatever?
King.
Is there a chance I hear any of this?
Oh, yeah, you're there.
I have an idea that would probably work in your benefit.
Really, Lucas, if you would like to share, I would much appreciate that.
Dia, what's the ravine looking like this dragon just made?
So,
is it just
if any of you guys want to pull out one of your maps, the Vuelkalas map specifically, you might be able to visualize this a little bit more.
I don't need to look at an actual map. Just tell me, is it a deep ravine? Is it a wide ravine? Like, what's the size of this?
It's wide. I'd say it's a couple hundred, and this ravine isn't perfect. I mean, there are gaps where they could potentially walk across, but it is filled with magma to the point that some of the magma is slowly coursing its way to the city. No, you wouldn't think there's probably any reason to be concerned because it's all within like canals and it probably wouldn't make it all the way to the city. But if you can picture it, like city's right here. So down to the southeast of the city, you've got this ravine that goes probably about half to 2/3 across the entire landscape.
This works out even
with
better.
Gaps in between.
Okay. Here's my thought. I was going to see if I could make a place for you to put your bomb, but this works out even better. So there's active magma out there, is what you're telling me.
Yes, seeping out from the planet's crust, yes.
Sweet. So that's also where the wall's down. I'm going to assume if they're going to attack, they're probably going to focus in that direction. I'll put hallucinatory terrain out there to make it look like there's no magma. And then we'll charge where there's magma pits. So I was saying, like, if there's a spot in the ravine, somewhere you could put this big old bomb, I could basically put illusionary grass or something over it in this area. But if there's nothing but magma...
I will say where that ravine is not nearly far enough out from the city to be considered safe from that bomb.
Oh. I didn't realize it was going to, go that far out.
Yeah. We're talking about devastating, almost half of a city.
Well, then, it might be hard for you guys to set that off. I mean, would it be better off just to, lob it with a catapult or something?
I was more thinking about somebody
Good catapult could possibly get it far enough out there.
You think?
Possibly. It'd be a butt clencher for sure, but possibly.
Or if we had a dragon that could drop it off. And fly away quickly.
just keep in mind, these shards that you have, there are not many of these. You're probably, by doing this, you as far as you know, there's only like at max like 8 of these things in existence, and they cannot be replaced. So these are 2 pieces of history that will never exist ever again that you are about to destroy, just so you understand that.
We know, Gavin. All right, we don't know how many of these left. These could be the only 2 existence, which I don't. Which I know that's not true because the heroes of Requiem have probably 3 or 4 of them.
You don't know exactly, but you do know there are not a lot of these.
And,
It is
is a high
possible.
elf girl here? Is a high elf girl here,
High elf girl, what do you mean?
or the one with
Ancient elf.
antlers, the ancient elf girl?
Oh,
Is she
yeah,
here?
she's there.
I
Or
thought-
actually, no, I think you left her back in Ebonmast.
Who knows? We got so many NPCs running around in different towns, man. I don't know. Hey, where's my character sheet for my fiance?
Yeah, I'll get around to that.
I would say Bond does not care about these trivial matters. So we're worried about winning the war. The books.
I'm not
in
saying
history,
he would. I was just letting you know.
Yeah. Okay. The books in history won't be talking about these mana crystals. They'll be talking about the Great War that was won by the help of Motley Crest because of a massive ass mana bomb. All right.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know that there is a chance that you might not get your hands on any of these ever again.
I understand that, and I probably will, because I know the Heroes of Requiem have at least 2 or 3. Because they took 2 or 3 Yithgramars down, and I looked for the mana crystals, and you said they were harvested already.
Yes, I did. However, if you remember back when you fought a Yithgramar, they got tiny little ones. Tiny little crystals.
No, you said they were big crystals.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'll go back and listen to it.
You said they were big crystals. You said they were much, much, much bigger than the mana crystals. Like, yeah. But anyways, I digress. Yeah. So I'm setting it off this war. Like this is Bond making a statement because he has stuff planned for the future.
Okay.
Yeah, so oh man. That's my problem is I don't know if I guess we could try to set up a catapult that will launch this thing far enough. I will do that. It might be a butt clencher, but it'll be all right. We'll be fine.
Yeah, you can't, like, you think it's probably okay, but you've never seen this before, so everything is a guess.
You're an engineer.
I really
You'll
want
be
to be like, I really wish we had a dragon that could drop it off for us. Any takers? Oh.
Who all
Anyway,
is present with you as you're having this discussion?
I figured everybody, like the Dawn Commander. I kind of wanted the whole Motley Crest to be here, and because I originally was gonna ask the High Archon for help, so I guess he would be here too.
So the Dawn Commander says, suppose that, after all, Saiforgan, he has shown that he has some military tact. Suppose that he does not keep his troops corralled in one group. Perhaps he intends to attack in waves. What then?
That's the point of someone being. That's the point of if we had a helpful dragon that could decide, a smart dragon that could decide the right time to drop it, or find where he's sending these troops off in waves and just drop it right there where he's sending the troops off in waves.
It's possible. I mean,
they've gotta set up camp somewhere, and I'm like, let's be honest, they probably already know about the damage of the wall, or they're gonna know before the night ends of the damage in the wall. So why not have a huge large force go right into our weakness? Why not?
So the High King speaks up and says, "But yet, you mentioned this plan, but you do not even know the devastation that this device will wreak. For all you know, it could destroy our entire city. What point is there in defending ourselves if we have nothing left to defend at the end of it?"
I understand what you're saying, High King, and I get your worries about the subject, but I, I don't say I know we could probably fight off this bold army, but let's say they bring more they bring more bold than we expected. Let's say because of the wall being down where it is, we're not able to defend off. This bomb could be the deciding factor if we win this battle or not. Yes, we take a little bit of risk if it might destroy a portion of the city. I promise you, I've created this thing. I've created multiple bombs like this, and I've dealt with my fair share of bombs and magical items. That if we set it off a good far distance away from the city, even if it does manage to reach it, it would probably only destroy a little bit more of the wall, not the majority of the city.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, almost natural 19.
No, 17. If anything happens to this city, I will hold you personally responsible.
Excuse me, can I chime in for a moment?
Speak, witch.
What's your other plan? You're relying on us for giving you an option here. What's your other plan? Before you try and put everything on his shoulders, you're in charge of the city. You can't pass that buck.
We corral them at the magma pits. Take them down little by little, control their numbers in a controlled burst. That is my plan.
So you're going to fight outside the walls?
We use the landscape to our advantage.
But not the castle. Not the city walls.
This city will not be tarnished more than it has before. No battle will reach this city.
All right.
It's a guarantee, especially with the wall being down right there.
I'm not a battle strategist, but it seems like this is a good way to target bringing all of them into this area, and he has a good way of wiping a lot of them out.
Give me an insight check.
Anybody
Me?
or just...
Anybody, yeah, anybody present. Give me an insight
Anybody
check.
that's not me, go ahead, because I'm terrible at these. Oh, there it is.
Nat 20.
There it is.
So,
there it is.
Bon and Anand, this king is letting his pride get in the way. The thought of any further damage happening to this city disturbs him so greatly that he's willing to take risks as a result. He has so much pride in this ancient dwarvish city, and he's so sure that that battle is not going to reach it, that he's hyper focused on that. He wants to do everything he can to keep this army away from this city.
Well,
because
sorry.
Because I mean he wants to preserve the natural architecture. That's literally what he's focused on in the moment.
So we good with the bomb? I know it's not everybody is thrilled about it, but you can't argue with the results we're gonna get here.
The Archon speaks up and says, I must bring attention to one detail that I haven't heard anybody mention yet. the emission of this bomb is likely to be concentrated, pure magical energy. One of the things that the Vold have a high level of resistance to.
Yes, I understand that, but I do believe the devastation of this bomb will be so immense that even with their resistances, I don't think many will be able to survive it.
I mean, you gotta admit, even if it doesn't kill all of them, that's pretty gonna scatter them and throw them into chaos.
They're not going to know what to do, and the idea of our enemy not knowing what to do, not knowing what just hit them, very well may change the tide of war for us.
As a misdirection, I'm sorry, I'm doing my wrong voice. As a misdirection, I must admit, it does carry some weight. If not for just that, and you are right. These beings do not completely resist undefined magic. They just have a means of resisting it. However, I also worry that they could potentially absorb some of this magic too. After all, that is what Vold are known for doing. Though, again, that is conjecture. I've only ever seen them absorb spells. This is not a spell.
Yes, as far as I know, this is pure mana being hyper energized and released all at once. So, yes, they might resist it, but
At
I
this
really
point,
believe. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
oh, sorry. I
Go
didn't
ahead.
mean to interrupt you. You can go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just saying, I do believe that they might resist some of it, but the damage will be done.
At this point, he turns to you, Lucas, and says, "As a witch, I'm just curious whether this thought has occurred to you. After all, your people are a people that pride themselves on maintaining a constant balance, maintaining a in tune with the weave, in tune with mana itself. That's why your people live the way they do. Is that not correct?"
To a degree, I mean, we each live our own way. The community as a whole keeps it removed. I'm sorry, I'm not really understanding what your question is, though.
Your people are suffused with magic itself. Your abilities are innate. Magic is just as much of a part of you as your heart, your lungs, your brain. The point that I am making is what I am asking you is, have you had the thought about perhaps a bomb of such of this nature potentially inflicting lasting damage on the weave itself?
No. The weave's more powerful than what one bomb could destroy. It's what this planet thrives off of. We know it comes from multiple planets coming in here. One explosion is not going to destroy the weave. You're talking about
Not the
maybe
entirety of it, but you forget, while I carry my own reputation, I still represent the order known as the Magi. Our order is tasked with protecting the natural mana of this world, and a blast of this magnitude could perhaps, in at least a localized fashion, disrupt the weave in the area from which it is contained.
If I may speak up, and as far as traveling with Lucas and traveling with Anand, I've learned quite a bit about Arcana. It's weirdly that I'm not proficient in it yet. But I do believe the weave has a way of fixing itself.
The weave
Does
can
it not?
heal, slowly, but yes, the weave can heal.
This bomb is probably only going to be set off maybe once or twice. And there's not many of these mana crystals that I know of. So I can only really do this maybe once or twice.
I will say, I'm willing, purely from scholarly pursuits, to observe this occurrence this once. However, depending on the nature of what this does to the weave, I shall visit some of the major ley lines around the world after you deploy this bomb, and take note of its effect.
I agree.
If I do
this
not
is just
like
for-
what I see, this will be the last bomb. Promise me that.
I do agree at some point with that, yes. But do you see that dragon that just blew? There's literally magma coming out of the earth right now. So I do believe that we should not set off a bunch of these throughout history, maybe once or twice. If it's a great threat like this bold and a great threat like the dragons that we're going to be facing, I do believe sometimes this bomb is necessary. But if it is that detrimental to magic, to the weave, to ley lines itself, then we have further matters to discuss.
That is all that I am saying. To quote an old friend of mine, if you cut someone, do they not bleed? And if you bleed enough, do you not die? Mono works in much the same fashion.
Yes, but I do believe that a bomb at this size, yes, it is detrimental to us. But is it really going to be detrimental to magic itself?
I do not know. All I am asking is that if it is, this is the last bomb.
Hey, I understand everybody likes to become a TikTok expert as soon as they hear something they don't like and just starts going on about things that they don't know. But we're doing a bomb, so let's do a bomb. And unless there's anybody else that's going to be saying that there's a hard stop to this, he's got work to do, I've got work to do, we've all got work to do.
Yes, I do believe so.
And
I do. Now, Archon, potentially could you teleport in and teleport out somehow, or somehow deliver this bomb far away from the city into the enemy forces to where this doesn't become a problem for the city?
I do know of a dragon that I'm in contact with by the name of Blurrakeel. I could perhaps reach out.
Wait, that
That would
klutzy
be
one?
greatly.
No, the klutzy one is Rustigal.
Oh, okay.
That would be greatly appreciated, Archon. You'd be doing me a great honor, and I would be in your debt.
Blurrakeel is the one that put the fire out in the forest back whenever you guys were at Mistveil. That's Blurrakeel.
Oh.
Archon.
Wink, wink.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Anyways, I do need the night to figure out how this, figure out a little bit of, to tie up some loose ends on this bomb. But it'll be ready.
Okay.
And Commander Megumi speaks up and she says,
Thanks.
"You have done very good things for the Dark Suns, Spawn. Made us look strong. Now, I will be busy readying our troops, getting our vehicles ready for the morning, and I know my trust is not misplaced."
Thank you, Commander. I won't let you down.
And the meeting disperses, leaving you to your own devices.
I'm just gonna go out and start spamming out some hallucinatory terrain.
Okay.
It
How
lasts
long does
for
it last?
24 hours.
Oh, you were just telling me. Wow. That's pretty nice.
Takes 10 minutes to
nice.
cast, but it lasts all day.
So
That's pretty nice.
what's the range on hallucinatory terrain?
300 feet, but it takes up, you make natural terrain in a 100-foot cube. But there's not, it doesn't say you can only cast it one time. So I'll probably cast it multiple times, just patching a bunch
Like
of...
spots that you can see? Yeah. It's large enough that you might not be able to get full coverage at it. I mean, like, they'll definitely be able to see that the landscape is damaged, but you can cover up large portions of it, definitely.
My main goal here is to bottleneck it, so I'm going to try and make it almost like there's a, not an obvious, but a path for them to come to, because I'm assuming, again, they'll probably come to where the wall's down, so they'll start charging in here and, just start playing in magma. That's the goal.
I can't believe this spell doesn't take concentration. That's insane.
No, why would... No, there's no way. I can't. How often do people really use hallucinatory terrain?
It's very niche.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
very
No
niche.
attic for you. I know.
So
You'll
that'll be
know.
what I do for probably a couple hours, I guess.
You'll know.
Okay.
So, what checks do I need to do to make this a tinkering check with the intelligence, whatever? I'm
Yeah,
assuming?
and if you've got Bond with, or not Bond, I mean,
Yeah, Anand.
if you got Anand with you, your names are, anyway, they sound similar to me suddenly. Anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
you've got Anand with you, so if,
So
yeah,
advantage.
I'd say you could do advantage.
So is this gonna be one or multiple? What are we doing?
Here, down.
Just start with 1.
Pizza?
Read that one.
Yes, downstairs. Woo! Dropped that one. Good thing too.
All right, so there are going to be multiple. So you tell me what you're doing. How are you constructing this? Make me see it. Paint a picture for me.
So I'm picturing the 2 crystals right here, right? A couple wires here, wires connecting the 2 crystals, that copper wire connecting it. And then how would I so
You can ask
would
for
I have
help
to
if you need to as well. You got somebody
Yeah.
there with you.
so would I need to connect do I need to connect the wires to the mana crystal, or should
You
I
just know you need to create a loop, a power loop. And that as soon as the loop is made, the reaction will go rather rapidly.
Okay.
That's
So I connect
what you
one
know.
wire. I connect one wire. There's only gonna be 2 wires. Oh, so here's what I'm doing. I'm doing copper wires twisted to get multiple copper wires twisted together, connecting the top end, and then one copper wire connecting the connecting to the bottom crystal, and then almost like in a magnet fashion to one of the copper's magnetized, right? No.
I don't think so. So copper is a
Okay.
conductor.
So would I know if I how would I attach a magnet? That's my thing, is how would I get that wire copper to connect to the other crystal? That's why I was thinking a magnet on the wire copper and then a magnet on the crystal, and then once it's ready, you just magnetize the 2 together.
Anand, with you being there with him, you do see him sort of struggling with the logistics of putting this together.
Okay. I aid. You want me to roll for it?
Yeah, give me Arcana.
Also,
You get
Julius
advantage
is there,
I'm helping
and
you
he's
and you're
just as
helping me.
smart as I am.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna say on this
yeah.
one, no, I'm not giving advantage to both of you. You get the
Okay.
advantage from him. I'm just giving. This is just for him. Our Arcana for whether he can like get some ideas or something.
Oh,
The 27
nice.
work?
That does. So I'm trying to think of how to do this without taking the immersion away from you for the planning of it. Tell you that this way, with a roll like that, you tell me what you're thinking, and I will just let you know whether you would know it's a bad idea or not, because that's a pretty high roll.
We're letting Bond do the talking, right?
Well,
No, you're doing the talking.
well, no, you're in the process of
Oh.
constructing the bomb. That's what you're doing right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You are constructing the bomb, but you can see that he's struggling a little bit with the logistics of it.
So
ear
and I
bone
kind of
connect
let me
to
give
tongue bone.
let me give Anand the logistics of it. So basically, we have to make a loop throughout the entirety of these mana crystals for it to overcharge the 2 crystals and make it go explosion. So I have the first loop up top. I have copper wire going to one crystal to another. I'm
And
just
as
trying
you
to
connect
figure
it
out.
from one to the other, the one wire, nothing happens from just the one wire. You would imagine it's going to take a second to complete the circuit.
But I'm just trying to figure out how to. I can't connect it right now because if I do, it'll go off. But I'm trying to figure out how to connect it in the midst of battle and make it simple to, hey, just put this wire right there and you're good, kind of thing. And I was thinking of magnetizing the end of the copper wire to the crystal and it doing a magnet like that, but I don't think it'll work right. Anand, your thoughts?
So, because I am not an electrical engineer, my advice that Anand is going to say, you're thinking about this in practical terms. Magic does not flow. It flows. There are currents of magic, but it doesn't flow the same way electricity flows. So you have to wire it based off of the best utilization of magical current. And then apply the rest of your whatever to it, because I have no idea.
You need to find a way to complete the circuit, and to do so with, not somebody there physically plugging it in, because then it's just going to blow up with you right there, and that would be bad. Unless you just want to, volunteer somebody as tribute, but
We love tribute. Tribute's great.
Yeah, y'all got that warlock chick that has to follow orders, right? So there you go.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh.
I mean,
Y'all don't even want to know what my character is doing right now.
no, I don't.
what? Actually, I do kind of want to know.
No, we
I'm
don't.
a bard. I'm a bard, so
Oh.
I'm laughing at you nerds talking about electrical current, and I'm just playing my guitar while magic pours out of my junk and women flock to me.
There it is.
That's what my
There it
guy's
is.
doing right
Yep.
now. Boom.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to know.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
No, let's not.
Okay. Mm.
He's just over there like, yeah, great plan, guys.
Yeah.
No, I'm literally
So-
seducing somebody by playing guitar right now. That's all I'm doing.
So, is there a way to magically? I guess I asked this to Anand. Is there a way to magically connect or magnetize these? I guess from the copper to the other thing or something like that.
I will say,
And-
I'll give you a hint, Anand. With an Arcana check like that, magic doesn't necessarily need something physical to flow through. It can, but all it needs is a complete circuit of magic connecting it. Leave it up to you to figure out what to do with that.
Anand just like, here, let me see it. Accidentally connects both of them
I
together.
was talking this whole time. My bad. I
Oh,
was gonna
you were?
say, based off
Okay.
of all the stuff that I've. Oh, sorry, dear. I'm talking really loud. Based off of what I've seen previously in other worlds, and by that I mean I read a whole lot of lit RPG books. Magical theory dictates that no, there is not an actual conduit that's needed for magic to flow, but there is a lot of intent behind it. So you can line the wires up correctly, but magic is about will and intent. So I don't mean this in like I'm not coming on to you, Bond, but I'm gonna stand behind you and I'm gonna hold your arms and I'm gonna guide your hands and be like, it has to flow like this. Slide it in there for you.
Maybe some romance making this bomb.
You see a little bead of sweat drip down Bond's neck.
Like this.
Two of them,
Yeah, after all those
like, the two of them look like Ford
go
armor.
off. Okay,
There
so
you
you're
go.
saying I can connect this wire to the okay, so I'm gonna connect the wire and I'm gonna connect it back into the other crystal. So there's a loop of wires, but so I guess the dragon, I hope the dragon that's gonna be carrying this has innate magic. So they'll just put their flow of magic into the crystals, which will allow this reaction to happen, and he just drops it.
Yes. He'll breathe on it.
Or that.
But we'll just He'll know what to do with this, I'm sure. I've spoken to this guy once or twice. He's pretty good at this type of thing.
Oh, have you? Interesting.
Yeah,
You've spoken with this
I've
dragon?
heard that this guy literally invented this thing called a spirit bomb.
No way.
It's next level. It's just big. It's too
Wow.
much for this plane. So we were
Okay.
forced to do things like this.
No way, Don. This is interesting. So, man, I just haven't seen you speak to a dragon lately. That's just interesting to me.
Right, there's a lot of things I've done lately that you haven't seen me do. You should you should ask our bard.
Oh, really? Interesting. Maybe you have to take me and meet this dragon one day. Maybe we'll meet him in this war. Maybe we've already met him.
But he made me like experiment with his staff before I actually could have some interaction with him.
Anon, blink twice if you need help. His staff? What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. We'll talk about it later after this bomb is taken care of.
All right,
It's
that's
a video where it's like the intense music. It's like, you mean a stick, right? You mean a stick, right?
right. Okay, that's enough for me.
Yes, I think that works.
What I'm gonna could I make some C4 bombs or C4 for the rest of the night?
I'm gonna say this is gonna take up the majority of your night. This is a major thing that you're trying to put together here, and you still gotta make like some kind of case to seat this thing too, or else it's just two crystals loosely tied together with a wire.
What about those containment cases that we got from where was it? Fuck, what is it called? Okay, could I make a shell to go around it?
Yeah, you
I
probably
guess.
could. Give me a tinkering check.
Okay. With advantage?
No, this is just a plain tinkering check, but I'll say
What?
it's gonna be a pretty simple one. You're literally just making a metal case.
Oh, okay, luck point.
Come on, where's your sense of adventure? Roll with it.
Yeah, roll with it, please.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna say it's right. I use that right before the 8 hours is over. So.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. You're about to get the benefits of a long rest anyway. But oh, that almost landed on a 1 again. I was really hoping it would. Okay. Yeah, I mean you make a little metal box for it. It'll do the job.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. That'll work. All right, that's the end for my stuff.
All right.
On to the murder dice.
I imagine Voss is just kind of like, so world might end tomorrow. I imagine it's something like that.
Yes.
No. My
No?
character fell asleep.
Oh,
He took
Oh,
a short
okay.
rest with y'all talking about nerdy shit, like frequencies and magnets and I don't know. He passed the fuck out with the guitar in his hands and a girl in his arms. That's all.
oh, okay.
There was nothing for him to do. Unless there was like somebody that was left on the battlefield that was wounded, he might go out and use some healing on him. That's about all my character would do.
Okay. What's Molly doing right now? Is she whittling again? Yes. Is she making beer?
Go to bed.
Dude! Okay, baby, go to bed.
She's not a drunk anymore. Damn it! She's a whittler now. Okay.
Well,
She
doesn't
messes
she?
with wood and hardwood.
Doesn't she
at
have
that.
like a brew kit? All right. So if everybody's ready for the day to progress, to move on to the next day, let me get the calendar so I don't forget.
What you need?
Doesn't need any of that. Going to come out of his room to advise this stuff. He sneezed.
Let's go to bed, buddy.
For the record, the child sneezed.
There we go. All right. So moving on another day. It is now the 26th of Grand Bloom, so it's like April,
whole
basically.
Shoot.
You have a whole sleeve.
I'm just gonna-
No, actually, it's the 27th of Grand Bloom. All right, so why did the music stop? Let me get that going again. Okay, there we go. So, after what is for many a largely restless night, you wake up on the eve of, well, not the eve of battle, on the morning of battle. It's extra cold this day, because after all, this is very far north. So despite the fact it's your world's equivalent of April, you wake up to an unseasonably cold chill. Around this time of the year here should be something probably 40 to 50 degrees, but it's 20 degrees with heavy snowfall and howling winds. As troops begin to assemble, as you see these machines that have been built, these essentially armored cannons, these armored mobile cannons that Bon helped in the construction of. And on the morning of this battle, a large cart is brought out with a large metal box on it. At this time, you see a shadow begin to circle, and at first there is some panic, considering the events of the night before. However, much to everyone's relief, the source of the shadow is not a red dragon, but a much more friendly sight of a silver dragon, circling around the top of the city before it slowly drifts down and lands with a heavy thud, leaving its large claw prints into the concrete and snow beneath it. Or I should say brick and snow beneath it. And he says, I hear that this is what my services are needed for. Motioning to the giant metal box. Are you sure about this?
Yes!
I give
Yes,
him a
he
wink,
is, as he stepped
Yeah,
away.
Do what?
Bond stepped away.
Who stepped away?
Fine.
Nick.
Hey, I'm here.
says-
I'm here. What'd you say? Sorry.
Oh,
What
I didn't
was the dragon
realize-
saying?
So
Yeah, I kind of stepped
he-
away a little bit. That's
he
fine.
touched down, and this massive silver dragon, not nearly as large as the red dragon you saw before, but
Yeah, I know the
slightly
dragon.
smaller, but almost ancient sized.
What did the dragon say? I already know the
Okay,
physical of the
so-
dragon. What did the dragon say?
He says, he motions with his head to the gunmetal giant
Yeah,
box
yeah, I'll
on this
come back.
cart
Give me a
and
second.
says, "Are you good?"
Yeah. Keep on going. Keep on going.
Okay, and says, "I assume that is what I was needed here for."
Yes. This is the mana bomb that we would like you to drop on the enemy forces.
I'm in agreement with my comrade who summoned me here that I'm not sure about this. I hope you're willing to suffer the weight of what it is that this bomb might do.
Every inventor suffers the weight of what their inventions do to the world. Whether that be glorious or whether that be frightful or sad, it is every inventor's burden. If I have to burden that in the For the search of knowledge, I will. We can never even know. This bomb might help out the magical process of the world. We don't know. But we will not know unless we try it.
Had someone else not made a similar sacrifice, we'd never have anime.
You don't know what anime is.
If someone else did not sacrifice certain things, we would not have the knowledge and the vehicles that we have today and the magic that we have today. And you want to know one experiment gone wrong? And the things we are fighting right now, that is an experiment gone wrong.
Well, you're not wrong there.
So
And
what
he,
could
realizing
the
what
worst
he
happen?
said might have been slightly offensive, he looks to you, Anand, and says, "No offense on my part. I did not mean it the way that sounded."
Untaken.
Of course, I'm talking about the primal, not the awakened. They are lovely people. The primal, not so much.
Yeah, the parallels of this conversation. But anyway, those are the good ones.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. But anyways, if you do not want to further the knowledge of magic, I do understand, but just just uh just let it know that you could be saving thousands of warriors' lives today if you drop this bomb. And that will be on your conscience if you decide not to.
No, I'm in full agreement of undertaking this task,
All right.
and I will fly like the hells away once I drop this.
And you shall. For all you need to do is infuse your magic into this. I place the metal box kind of, or hand out the metal box. All you need to do is infuse your magic into it, drop it, and it'll do the rest.
Perhaps I will just teleport. He says under his breath as he stands up on his hind legs and lunges forward with his claws landing on top of this box, as his claws like tighten around the handle on the top of this box, as giant wind bursts as he flaps his massive wings and takes off into the air. How about we go on a 5-minute bathroom break and we'll be back at 8:53.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. Kind of had to step away a little bit. I guess we're all on a
Good time to have someone else.
Yeah, we're taking a
5-minute break, anyways, huh? Oh. Free in the day.
I am back.
Welcome
Is
back.
everybody else back yet? No, it looks like Nick is still gone.
We can keep going, dude.
Yeah, man. Dude, I have wireless headphones and a phone for I can take y'all anywhere I go.
I can show you the world.
Show me the world, Nick. Show me the world.
Give me a night.
All right. Just gonna message. Okay. All right. So he takes off with this bomb, and with him holding it in his hands, he begins circling, just waiting for the right moment to strike. And then he accidentally loses his grip and drops the bomb on the city. No, I'm just kidding. But the troops begin to get into formation, and they use these gaps in the city walls, these damaged portions, to stage some of these vehicles. And troops from, let's see, troops from Ebenmast and troops from Northreach, so humans of Wuxian descent, humans of Skalder descent, in addition to this dwarvish army and black armor wearing dark suns and silver and gold armor wearing soldiers of Project Dawnspear, head out to meet the incoming army, stopping just short of this canal filled with magma. Clear, not where not to walk, because, you know. Off in the distance.
No, it's not. Illusionary terrain.
Well,
No, it's not.
It's clear to them. They know
Okay.
where not to go. So off in the distance, begin to see this dust cloud. Probably 3,000 to 4,000 feet away at this point. Approaching, but still a little ways away. And gradually the sounds of screams associated with that of course, Primal Vold, begin to become more pronounced as these loud shrieks fill the countryside as this army approaches. You, being the ones who were in charge of at least having the member who was in charge of this bomb, were stationed at the defense position closest to the city gate, that being the Evergeist. So your group is the main defensive force. And as this army begins to approach, you see Blurrakeel, bomb in hand, dash off into the distance. And he has his own little extra touch that he throws on this as well. As he gets a couple 100 feet away from the city, you see him vanish as he becomes invisible. stealth bombing this shit.
That's pretty cool.
So, a couple minutes pass until suddenly you see him reappear. And in a dramatic fashion, he spirals up, wings spread, and he drops the bomb. There's a few second delay. I assume you're all watching this, correct?
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
I get advantage on
Ooh,
those.
everybody?
Do you get advantage? I just think that means you're proficient in it.
Everyone?
Anyone
Still a
who's
con saving
watching.
throw?
As long as I have a soul token on me, I have advantage on Constitution saving throws.
Ah, okay.
Death saving throws.
I'm just a tank, so it comes with.
As it drops. Wow. Still rolling shit.
So the DC for that was 15. If you rolled a 14 or lower, you are
Can you long
effectively
rest us?
yeah. If you rolled a 14 or lower, you are effectively blinded as this massive flash of light emits from whenever this lands. When you see it, picture a nuclear bomb, but it's not like a mushroom cloud. It's more of a, I don't want to say slowly expanding bubble because it's certainly moving quickly, but it's just you see off in the distance this white mass of energy just expand outwards in this large bubble. And as it expands wider and wider and wider, you hear it, the rumble as it begins getting closer and closer and closer as the rest of you are starting to get nervous at this point as this blast is still expanding. To visualize this, visualize any sort of like graphical image of or video of like a star exploding. It's this slowly expanding burst of energy, much reminiscent of that. As it finally, just short of the canal where the soldiers were stationed, it stops. But something's wrong as you look out at this blast. As you look at the radius that it enveloped, from seemingly out of nowhere, these little crackles of lightning emit in every direction as these wild magic surges begin to pop off as a small mountain sprouts from the ground and then disappears as the landscape begins to fluctuate, as certain parts of it begin to fluctuate into this wild shifting color pattern, as small portals open up and spit small fey-like creatures out of it just for it to close suddenly. It is magical chaos in the area that this bomb went off. And as the dust settles, finally reverberating out across the landscape, one last high-pitched, ear-shattering scream as the Vold charge. However, they've got some obstacles in their path, as while they're definitely not all dead, certainly many of them actually did survive this blast. A large chunk of them did not. While they did have a natural resistance to the raw mana of this bomb, it was just simply too much for many of them. And the battle commences. And
Sorry.
oh, you're good. Go ahead. If anybody has anything they want to say or ask, now's the time.
So a quick thing, I just imagined, over the hedge when that a Cheeto bomb went off and one of the guys threw the other guy the pair of shades to watch it. I just imagine that's me and Lucas, and I just throw a pair of shades.
Minor illusion, shades on both of us.
Yeah, and I just kind of fist bump them afterwards. It's kind of awesome.
Well done.
Lucas and Anand, give me an Arcana check for each of you guys. Oh, and actually, not just you, Voss as well. Give me an Arcana check because you're trained in
Does
magic
a
too.
nat
Good.
20,
Yeah,
30 work?
Hey,
You with the
Harold, you there?
Arcana checks, nat 20s. What the hell?
Harold, you there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yep.
Yes.
I got a 13.
Okay, so Lucas, you haven't quite put this together yet, but Anand, this makes this it's never been a clearer example. You've heard about things like this happening in the past. In fact, the last time that you heard of anything like this is in your study of in your magical scholar study, and specifically in your magical history course. You remember hearing of another world, Toril, namely the world that the Creeping Doom is actually coming from. There was a society known as the Netherese back on that world, and the Netherese were a highly advanced magical society, with their magic being so advanced that much of it was indistinguishable from technology. In fact, the Netherese effectively had what, in a metagame standpoint, would be referred to as 10th, 11th, and even one 12th level spell that was cast. However, the Netherese damaged the weave. And it's possible, from you observing these just rampant wild magic surges in this area, you're highly suspicious of the possibility that the weave is damaged heavily in this area. Hopefully not beyond repair, but you just don't know. And you can recognize this, that there is a chance, at least in that bubble, that over amount of time, if it's not healed, that magic could just die in that area.
That's legit.
As you hear Bond said, "Hell yeah, we gotta do that shit again."
Circle.
But do you vocalize this to the group? Just to paint the picture, battle has begun. You hear your cannons firing off, and
We'll
the
talk
shout
about it
and the
later.
roars of troops.
Yeah, no, this is not the time to care. This is a time to murder and then discuss the aftermath.
Thank you.
Okay. So, after a time, technically there's some people in the group who could block this if they wanted to. A few members of the group who could block this if you wanted to. But a telepathic message attempts to come through. Do you accept it? For those who have the ability to block this out.
Is it like an attack or is it information?
It's speech. It's not an attack. It's just speech.
I mean, I won't block it out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for listening.
You are actually one of the people that doesn't have the ability to block it out. Namely, I'm talking about a specific ability that characters present in Campaign 1 would have obtained.
Oh, the psionic. The psionic feat?
Yes. But one of the things about it that it lets you do is I'm pretty sure you can
I don't
just...
think it gives us that.
I thought it did. Maybe I'm wrong. Then never mind. All of you hear this. Unless you have some way of cutting
Hold on.
out a telepathic message.
What's
What's
the
the
name of
message,
that?
Gavin?
It's still magic. What's up?
What's the message?
Alright, so... It's the voice of Cypher Gan as he comes across and says, "What have you done?" I will make you pay. I will make you pay for this transgression that you have committed upon the very earth upon which you stand.
I mean, you were gonna kill us anyway, so.
I'm going to respond
Started
back.
it.
I don't have that much money, but if we could settle up with a small loan, I'm willing.
In this moment, you see this bubble around the city, this protection that the city had, and those of you who are versed in magic can visibly see this as this translucent yellowish white bubble of magic around the city begins to spider web like a broken windshield as this spreads and spreads and spreads, when suddenly it just breaks. And before you stands Cyforgan as he appears, as he apparates with a teleportation in front of you, accompanied by not just him. So, standing in front of you is something that you've never seen before. He has creatures that you've never seen before. Draconic-like entities. How do I explain
No
it?
way
It's like-
they've already teamed up with the dragons. Fuck.
You don't know. Something is wrong with these dragons. They're pale white with lanky, emaciated features. Much like some other creatures that you have seen. They have bony protrusions that come from their arms. They're armed with bony wings. They almost have like a lion's mane on their neck. But these are not dragons. I said dragon-like creatures. These are drakes. Smaller. It's like if you took, it's like the size of a brown bear dragon with wings. And he says to
Hey,
you,
after doing this monologue, can I take a potion of advantage?
sure. Yeah, so you could have done that before.
Oh, also, blah, 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 we're amazing. Blah, 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 blah.
Whatever you're
Go
doing, you get
team!
one thing, and it's what you did
Blah, blah, blah.
before. You're not doing it now.
Well, we rolled into like waking up and then the bomb and all that. I was just trying to do my speech.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you could have done what you need to do.
I totally forgot the
but-
speech I had for the team. My bad.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Oh.
I gotta put the kids in the bed.
Okay. I should have taken the bathroom break when he was doing that. All right.
All good. Let's keep.
I wonder if he
rolling
can
again.
still hear us.
Okay.
No,
No.
he can't. He is
Never
wired
mind.
headphones.
Okay. That sucks because I had something I wanted to say to him. Okay. So, whenever he appears, he says to the rest of you, I have finally done it. This is what magical experimentation should look like. By the way, your army, they're losing. Just so you know. This is the day that your resistance fails. So, I highly encourage you to evaluate your position in the coming conflict, keeping that in mind.
Okay.
Diana bombed them off, and you think we're losing? You should really evaluate what's going on.
You think we did not come prepared?
Something that was just
We
invented.
could lose half of our forces,
And
and you would still... Yeah, give me an insight check. Go for it. He wants you to feel as though you're losing.
Yeah.
He intends to break your morale.
It's a pretty big bomb, but I don't think that's gonna work.
Oh.
It's an April.
By the way, I must ask, what in the hell's happened here to your city? I wish that we could take credit for it, but sadly, it is not us that made this shit stain of a dwarvish, even more of an unfortunate blemish.
Nope, an ancient cosmic dragon that you'll unfortunately not see because you'll be dead.
Oh, is that what you believe?
Yes.
If what you say is true, assuming what you say is true, you intend to fight back us and a cosmic draconic threat all at once. You overestimate your
I'm
own
not saying-
abilities.
I'm not saying the entire Volt forces will be dead. I'm just saying you specifically will be.
Just,
Specifically.
Specifically. You.
Specifically.
All right, so I'm just gonna say this: if somebody has anything they want to say to him
Yeah, fireball.
that's not a threat, then go ahead. But basically the next hostile thing somebody says, we're rolling initiative.
How have we not rolled initiative yet?
My monologue is also me reload, or I would already have done this and put a slaying bullet into William.
I figured as much.
Okay.
Hey guys, what's initiative?
So, metagame, I was wondering if somebody was going to attempt to negotiate, but that doesn't look like that's going to be the case, so roll initiative.
I'll negotiate with the actual leader of the vault, not
Compliment his
the
shoes,
user.
but whatever.
I don't want to negotiate with the guys that just monologue and just like insult us. Like I don't want to make a deal with you. You just die.
Oh, I mean, you know, there's the enemy of my enemy. But no, never mind. Let's just fucking fight. Let's do it.
Alright.
Yes,
Fine, whatever. It's fine.
Bro, don't you know by now that we choose violence?
Molly got a nat 20 on her.
Very nice.
The
Hey,
tank
I did not roll
finally
ass.
goes up top.
Hey Gavin,
What's up?
what's my fiance's initiative?
She's
Oh,
with you
shit.
in spirit.
Right?
No, not this one.
This is what we were listening to in hell when we were driving back to
Yeah,
see.
right?
In the car, yeah.
So Anand gets to
Yeah,
go
this
first.
works.
I get the boot. Let's get boots.
Oh, also, everybody that normally gets it, you get 22 points of temporary hit points.
Oh, can I go in? I probably can. I was gonna go ahead and rage.
Always been inspired by you,
She
Lucas.
said everybody gets the ability to do one thing, so I would say rage.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. Safe assumption he's gonna start shit talking. And like, I'm just gonna prepare myself. Gonna happen.
By the way, did my magma trap, did that get some work done?
You imagine it did, but you're not out there with them.
I don't know where we are. The guy just like teleported into the thing, so like I didn't know what we saw, what was going on, or what.
All right.
Where are we? We're
recently
Cypher
just met this guy,
down.
right?
All the people.
Cybergon. We've only met him once, and it wasn't even him. It was his simulacrum.
Simulacrum?
Yep, this is, as far as you know, the real deal.
Okay, once somebody hits him, Gavin,
What's
I
up?
want to know if I see, once somebody hits Cyphergon, I want to know if I see what I saw when we fight his simulacrum.
Okay, you're trying to gauge whether he's actually real.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys here on the battle map, and I'm gonna say the building that you guys were defending is up at the far northern half. So you guys can put yourself anywhere. We'll say above this line.
Alrighty. Where are my tokens?
Yeah, I'm putting you guys out there now.
Yes.
Back. Is everyone
Wow,
dead?
this is really everybody? Combat tracker looks shorter than it normally does.
So, did you want to go ahead and say that thing that you were going to say to Anand, or no?
You have my, you don't have my snowflake on there.
Oh, is Marte back?
I am.
Yeah, you
So-
also don't have my simulacrum on there.
Oh, what did you say?
You don't have my simulacrum on there.
Oh, I thought he was there. My bad. Okay. He has your initiative. We'll say. Doesn't temporary hit points reset after a long rest?
Yeah, that's why I did it in the morning. Like, I got up, and I'm like, hey, we're awesome. 22 temporary hit points.
Oh, 22. Okay, cool.
So, I get to give that out to 6 people, including myself. So that's Voss / Simulacrum, myself, Anod or his Simulacrum, Captain Bone.
Yeah.
What
What are we fighting?
Really?
Cypher Gone.
Not Cypher Gone, Cypher Gay.
Oh, we're fighting the side.
The Scythe bitch. Yeah.
So, funny thing is that Ungan probably would have told you guys that he is actually, like, literally gay, by the way.
Oh. Would you tell them that he goes by a different name other than Cypher Gay?
Really?
Like a-
I've
like
been
actual-
calling him Poongon this entire time.
So would he have actually have like another name other than Cypher Gone that would have gone by?
No, I mean, Master Cyphergon. He was, I mean,
Oh. Okay, so
But-
he's not like these other bad guys that choose a different name to go by because their real
That's-
name's a little bitch name.
just his name. His name is Cyphergon. That's
Okay. Well, I
not
just
a,
wondered.
it's not a common one, but it is an
It's not
Elvish
Bill.
name.
It's
Anybody with
Bill.
knowledge of Elvish culture would recognize it as such.
I was just thinking about Kaleem and him having a different name. He went by a one name
Oh,
when he
yeah.
was all big bad.
Callum
and
Al
then he
Jazar as his legal
Yeah.
name, but he went by Kaleem. Yeah.
Yeah, so we just called him Callum because we wanted to piss him off.
4, 5, 6. Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
So,
because we have less people in our little combat rotation, everybody, including both simulacrums, except for Molly, get 22 temporary hit points.
sweet.
Nice.
22?
22!
22.
Bro, that's legit. Hey, don't forget to put my put Julius right below me.
Yeah, I will. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Say
That's
it,
what
you
he said.
pansy.
I mean, whenever somebody tells Anon to go fuck himself, could he just be like, sure, okay.
Pretty sure that's exactly what he does.
Alright, I think all initiatives are rolled. So, Molly, starting us off. Oh, I will say, since you are back, Marte, there was one thing I wanted to say, but I couldn't say. It was specifically to you, but you weren't here. Cypher was saying, like, he says to you, you represent the next stage in the evolution of our people.
Hey, okay.
He's like,
What about
great.
He says to you, like, and he says, I could help you. You know about the Vold's limited lifespan. I could fix you, make you the true perfection that you deserve to be.
Why don't you just do that after this is over? We're kind of.
It's unfortunate that someone as supreme as yourself has made such a choice. And as he draws
Man,
his
I'm
weapon, says,
digging these
perhaps I can
compliments.
make you reconsider. And that's how I meant for combat to start.
Oh, I like that. I'm totally down with getting sweet talked right before I drop the bomb. I'm okay with that.
All right. But Molly,
I'm okay with getting a little cuts too.
Yes.
you are free to rage and destroy as
Bam.
to your heart's content.
You go, Molly. You go, girl. I'm your little cheerleader.
Woo, I was like, all right, I'm starting off strong. We're just gonna go straight for him.
Let's go, Molly.
Lollygagging. with
If
the
she
side
can't beat him,
quest
no
shit.
one can. Let's go, Molly. She can't beat
Oh,
him. No, she.
Hold
no
on,
one
before you
can.
roll your attack roll, why is it doing this?
I don't know.
Sorry, I just noticed his character sheet is screwed up. Okay, now you are free to roll your attack roll. I don't know why it had his AC set to 10. And I'm sorry, his AC isn't 10.
I was like, well, yeah, I'd be fine with it. It would just make this smushing a lot easier.
But yeah, make your attack roll. Go ahead. Nice.
You
Yeah.
don't have advantage.
However,
Unless you
he
roll
is going to use his reaction to cast shield. So that misses.
His AC goes above 26 with shield.
Oh my gosh.
Where is he in the rotation of things? Oh, he's way down there.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah. Oh, counterspell.
You're going to counterspell his shield?
And I'll give him a friendly wave as I do it.
Really?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
I'm 55 feet away, so yes, it
Do
hits.
it.
Eat your sorcery points.
That doesn't take me with a sorcery point.
Oh, isn't that...
He's not
It's a
spell
distance
casting.
spell.
That counterspell's 60 foot, bro.
Oh, I don't know why I was thinking it was 30. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Swing away, Molly.
Wait, hold on, though. Draw your line again.
Whatever that is.
There's a building right there blocking
there's-
your sight. Your
There's
line
windows.
of sight.
Flying on his broom.
Not a perfect... He did not say he was flying on his broom.
Oh, whatever.
There's windows. I don't know.
You're not
Why
getting
wouldn't
perfect
you be?
line of sight.
To be honest,
for
I
a
didn't see
building.
that building at first because I was just looking. I thought
Just
all the
kinda blended
buildings
in.
had blue roofs. I didn't see this one that's like camouflaged in.
Reaching.
Yeah, sorry. You can't see him to get the counter spell off. I thought you had it there, but yeah, there's a big building in between you and that.
Good ants.
But you still have more of your attacks left.
Yeah, but she rolled a 15 and missed.
I almost had a 16.
That doesn't hit. You have your bonus?
Yeah.
Or no, you raged, so I don't
Yeah,
think you
or-
do.
Well, shit. And technically, I have moved all of my spaces. I'm literally just like, guy, right this close.
What's up?
Alright, it is
Don't
the
hit me.
undead Primal Vold's turn. So let's see here.
Got to tank first. I didn't even do nothing.
Has anybody casted a spell yet?
No, Molly was the only one to go.
He was the
Yeah.
first person.
Oh, I get the confusion. I'm usually on the bottom. Shut up.
No one's casted a spell yet.
Taking off of a half space, Harold. Somebody magic. Voss, are you on the ground?
Nope. As per usual, I am on my Pegasus, just kind of hovering about 30 feet off the ground.
Alright, we're gonna put your
I don't
Pegasus
see
here.
myself on the map, by the way.
Hmm.
Oh no,
You're
right,
there.
okay. It
We're
literally
gonna
just
take you
popped up.
off the map and put your Pegasus where you were standing.
Okay,
So you
that's
can
fine.
move the Pegasus for you.
Yeah.
Alright, here's what's... You said you're hovering about 30 feet off the ground?
Yeah, 20, 30 feet. Or we'll say 20 feet. That's fine.
Some movement of this guy. Alright, so this, on all fours, this undead primal, it runs over here, leaps across to this side of the building. So it has gone, it was right here, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and just almost blindsiding you. You hear just the last second this as it leaps through the air in an attempt to tackle you off of your Pegasus. It is making an attack against you.
Okay.
For this purpose, I'm going to say that if he hits, I'm going to have to use, just to simulate this, I'm going to have to use his second attack to attempt to initiate a grapple. I'm just going to say if this hits, I'm going to have to do that.
Okay.
That was an incredible... I almost critted you on that one.
What's
That
the roll?
hits. I'm not going to tell you the natural roll, but it was high.
I mean, yeah, I need to know the roll so I can decide what.
Oh,
action
31
to take.
total.
What's that?
31 total.
Okay, so for my reaction, let's see. I can either do a luck point or a silvery barbs. Silvery barbs is. I make them re-roll it, right?
I
Yeah,
believe
they
so,
re-roll the
yes.
next one. Yep, I'm gonna do that.
Make him reroll?
Yeah.
And you give somebody else advantage.
The exact same roll I rolled before.
All right. Am I still able to use a luck point? Seems like a good time.
Yeah, technically, by rules, I think there's nothing that says you can't.
Yeah, so I'm using what? First level spell slot for the spell. Wait, no, is that a second level spell? No, that's a first level spell. And then one luck point that I gotta mark off. Where's my luck point?
Okay.
And yeah, to make them re-roll that.
All right, let's do this again. It's a hit.
Okay, I guess I get hit.
All right, give me an acrobatics check.
All right.
For you, that's higher than your athletics, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I have
Okay.
proficiency in it. Good. And I rolled a 9 with a +8. Wow, not 1. Just fucking punish me, I guess. Not yet.
Okay, and
I'm your bitch right now. Do it.
I've rolled the same natural roll 3 times in a row.
I'm gonna
So
have to start like showing me those because I'm starting to wonder if it's for real. Makes me so good.
all right, so yeah, he hits you as you take 33 points of damage as you get impaled in the chest with this spike, and he grabs you and knocks you off of your Pegasus as you hurtle 30 feet down to the ground.
How did he
Taking-
knock down my Pegasus with just
Because
an
he
attack?
grappled you with this jump.
He grappled at the same time they did an attack.
That's what I was saying. I was using up a second attack of his attacks to initiate a grapple, because grappling is an attack.
Well, don't they have to roll it separately though?
Yes, and I did. That was
Yeah.
what the acrobatics versus athletics was. I was using one of his attacks for a grapple check. That's in the rules. You can check after me if you want to, but that's what it takes to initiate a grapple. You use an attack to initiate a grapple.
Not just an action.
Nope, it's an attack.
True story.
All right, so from the fall, as you land, you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage, so that's a total of 50 points.
So 3 points off my 115.
So I'm going to say that I'm going to bring you back onto the map and say that with his trajectory knocking you off of the Pegasus, you landed here, and it is on top of you. And it's gonna this undead primal volt.
Oh, okay.
And now it's going to go for a mana drain attack, as it's going to try to attack you again. With advantage, because you are prone. It's a 29. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Nice, nat 20. You feel it attempting to suck your magic out of your body, but you steady your will and you pull on your natural innate abilities. Well, not innate, but you know what I mean. Your natural magical abilities. And as the magic leaves your body, you pull it back into yourself as this thing is trying to drain you of your magic power. But you will take another 33 points of damage from that attack. And that is the end of its turn.
What was it, like 80, 90 points of damage?
Yeah. It is now this Primal Volt's turn. This one being attracted, so you don't like the way its gaze shifts, Anand, because there is a creature among you that is solely 100% made out of magic. And that would be your simulacrum. And that's who the Volt is going after. So it's going to run 5, 10 feet, and it is going to leap across this building. 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. And it's going in for a full round of attacks on your simulacrum. It is made of magic.
Hey, can you
want to fix the half space Anand is on?
Oh yeah, Anand, move yourself to one of those 4 spaces.
Hey, Anand, before he drops that map, go to your player go to your player thing. Go to the right side of it. You see, on the very top, you see your token up there. Double click that.
Yeah. That's what I did to bring up the map in the first place.
Here, I'll just share it too for anybody that needs a new instance of it.
No, tell me one more time. I'm sorry.
So look at your player screen. Your little player what has your name and your icon. Go up to the top right. There's your little token. You see, you hover over it. It says token piece. Double click it.
Ah, got it. You're the best. Thank you.
Yeah, that didn't change anything for me.
Yeah, because you already have the map.
I shared another link. All right. So
it'll also center you on your player token.
So wait, Marte, did you not have the map open at all?
No.
I thought you did. So you haven't moved your person around?
No, not at all.
I thought you did.
No. Oh, I did not. I mean, he's going for Julius. I mean, he can try. That's fine.
Yeah, it's exactly what he's doing. So he's making an attack at Julius.
Okay.
26.
His attack fails.
You said it's gonna miss?
Yeah, Julius decides that it misses.
Okay. He's gonna go in for another attack.
And that one's gonna miss too.
Well, it would have missed anyway, because that was a shit roll. He's going in for his 3rd and final attack.
Can he, like, stop? I don't want to have to blow my whole thing on this.
24.
Yeah. Well, I'll use it. He misses.
So that's both of Julius's and one of Anand's?
Julius, no. I just used the 15 didn't count because I didn't have to use it. But Julius
okay.
2 of his things, so now he has 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh.
He used the big boy ones.
So 2 levels of exhaustion. So that's his movement speed is cut in half now.
Yes.
All right. And disadvantage on ability checks. Granted, it's not like you use a flying carpet or anything, but you know.
Right. He's going to use his bonus action because since it's my fault because I didn't open the map, I'm going to play this by ear. A nod's on his magic carpet. Julius is going to bonus. Can he bonus action? No, it's not my turn yet.
Now it is. Your turn actually was next.
Oh, okay. Well, the Nod's gonna hop on his carpet. He's gonna come over here. And and where's that big dude that likes to talk all that smack?
Cypher?
Tell me I'm
He's
perfect and whatnot.
Molly's
Where's he
standing
at?
right next to him.
Yeah, I straight walked up to the bitch.
Okay.
No middleman, just
So,
Cypher
Bun, you're on the roof,
Okay.
just clarifying, right?
Okay.
I'm
So-
thinking
Yes,
about
I'm on the
something.
roof.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I'm on-
Julius is going to use his bonus action to teleport onto the carpet with a nod, right?
Okay.
And a
Misty
nod
step.
is, yeah. These are 5-foot squares.
Yeah, all squares are 5 feet.
Okay.
Always, you always
Five,
ask that. It's
10.
always like
You
that.
always do
15,
ask that. It's
20,
always 5 feet.
25, 30, 35, 40. Okay. It's going to come over here. And then.
Ah,
Nod
look
is
at father and son riding off into the sunset.
I
pretty
know.
much.
Oh, you do see that, you see that Voss is in very dire straits, as he has a Vold zombie pinning him to the ground.
Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate.
you should.
Wait, Voss, you didn't add all your damage?
I thought I did. Because somebody else added a bunch of wounds to me.
I added 33 wounds to you, but you took
Remember, I had temporary health, so I took off the temporary health and then added wounds.
I'm about
you
to do
took a
some,
total of 83 points of damage. So you had
Okay.
22, so you have 61 wounds right now.
Okay.
All right, sorry, Marte.
I'm about to. No, you're okay. I'm about to do some BS.
Oh, jeez.
Julius knew this was coming eventually. He's fine with it. Did I resummon him? Did we have a conversation about this, or did I
You
not have
have
enough
not. That's
money
the
and
new
he's
one.
still low level? He's level 14 still.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have
Okay,
not resummoned
okay,
him yet.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, because I haven't messed with. All right. He is going to. He previously, last time,
On Dragon Ball Z.
used up. Yeah. Last time he used up his. I want to say it was levels. Was it level 6? Remember, he did disintegrate one time. Julius did. I don't remember if it was 6 or 7 that he used.
I just went back on the recording. I'm pretty sure it's a level
Yeah.
7.
Level 7. Okay, so let me go ahead and take this level 7 off since I didn't have it take.
Go ahead and put that in his notes on his character sheet, what he has used, because every time I long rest you guys is going to give it back to him. So type it in on the notes tab, what he's missing.
Missing level 7.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sleepy. The whole chill, I was like, I feel like
Come on, Big Daddy.
something's sitting on my chest. So it reduces my.
So that undead primal Voldy oldie
Man, I'm really tired. I didn't need to go.
is
I'm tired.
dumb question because I don't remember. They're the. I mean, I'm a Vold. I would know this. We have resistance to magic, but we're not immune to stuff like Hold Person, are we?
No, you're not. You have resistance to force damage.
Okay, cool. So, Julius is going to use. He's going to cast Disintegrate, 6th level. I'm just kidding. He's not going to do that. He's going to cast level 5 Hold Monster. On
Who's
that,
he casting it on?
He's casting it on the Vold that's grabbing Voss.
Ah, okay.
And then a Nod is going to decide that
Bruh.
it succeeds.
Well, he's going to decide that it doesn't. No, I'm just kidding. So you're using Hold Monster on this undead Primal Vold.
On the undead primal Vold.
Hey, Marte,
Yeah.
have I told you that you can bleep me?
Many times. Tell me again.
Told that you can what?
He can bleep me.
Oh. Okay. With that, Voss. I mean, you've experienced this before, Voss, but not exactly in this type of scenario. This Vol just goes limp on top of you and just.
Yeah, that's happened a lot. I mean, if we're being honest.
Yes.
Lots of times at taverns. One time at church. We won't go into that.
Bro, not church. Not church. No. All right. So moving on. Now it's still a Nod's turn.
Oh, that was Julius doing that?
That Julius.
All right, Julius.
Not
He's
the
down another
beam.
slot.
That was a level 6. Level 6
Yeah.
is gone too. I'm gonna blow Julius's entire load this match and just make a new Julius
over.
later. I'm just letting you know.
Okay. Phrasing.
I'm totally okay with this. So, how many levels of exhaustion can you take until you die?
I think 5, I want to say.
6.
Is it
6?
6?
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure it's 6. Check me on that one, but
Julius
I think
currently
it's
has
6.
2 levels of exhaustion. I just want to point that out. Wink.
I will research it.
Yeah, please do. And
Anad has 1, having done that. Now, Anad is going to cast level 7 Disintegrate at Cyphor.
level 7. And where are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Right here.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Oh man, that's all
you
or
already know
nothing.
what's going to happen. Wait.
Do I?
No, you don't. Wait, hold on. I didn't think of this all the way through. Darn it, I can't do it that way. Maybe I should switch this up before I throw that. Let me think. Nope. Change of plans. Gonna do something even more stupid. Na, 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 na. No. Where is the center
What's
of that?
why the bubble?
That is a reverse gravity.
Oh, nice. Okay. So he makes what? Is it a strength save?
And I'm gonna yell, Molly, kick him in the nads. And then I'm just gonna cast that bad boy.
Okay, so all these dragons, or all these drakes, I should say, as well as... I'll put this drake here so he's not in a half... Well, no, he wasn't in half space. He was fine there. Those 3 drakes, him and Molly, need to make what? It's a strength save, right? Right?
Well,
Marte,
hold on.
you might be muted.
I'm reading. Yes, I was muted.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It says a creature can make a dex save to grab onto a fixed object it can reach,
Oh,
thus avoiding the
dex.
fall. Dex
Okay.
save. But it's still, gravity's still reversed, so it can't keep itself from going anywhere. It just grabs something so it doesn't go splat. up top.
Right, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so let me, Molly, that includes you. You need to make a dex save as well.
You make it with advantage. You're barbarian.
I already rolled.
Well, then just roll a second time.
So just to clarify, first level of exhaustions, you get disadvantage on ability checks.
You're good there.
Second, speed, half. Third,
Oh, but do I need
disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay.
4, hit point maximum halved. And so that's 4. Then 5, speed reduces to 0. And then 6 is death.
Nice.
Okay. Alright, so... Cyphor rolls a 16. Manadrake 2 rolls a 21. Manadrake 1 rolls a 17. So, alright, Cypher fails, and Manadrake 1 fails. Your DC is 18, is it not?
I believe so.
Okay. So Psi-4 fails and Manadrake 1 fails. Manadrake 2 and 3 succeed. In addition to that, it looked like... Molly, did you roll?
Yeah, she rolled a 24.
Yeah, you did. 24.
I
Okay.
was like,
So-
I think it worked.
He seems unfazed by this. You haven't noticed his facial expression change at all.
He's
But
just like,
yeah, Psi-4, he falls straight upwards, becoming suspended at the top of this gravity.
Nice.
That's how big the radius is of reverse gravity? That's huge.
It's 50. Yes.
All right, and same thing with that other dragon. So that would be number 1. I'm just gonna draw an arrow at the one that is in the air. It floats up, but it's also a drag. It has wings. So you know, as it gets to the top there, it steadies itself as it starts flapping its wings. All right. Anything else?
No. I think I'm okay with that for now.
Okay.
And we wait.
Manadrake 3. So this guy, seeing that you were the one that just did this, where are you? I just don't even see where you are.
Him and Julius
Me?
are stacked on top of each other.
I'm stacked. I'm right above Manadrake 3.
Oh, okay. Well, even
I'm up
better.
in the air. I'm on my magic carpet. Yeah.
So it's gonna fly over, and it's gonna attack you. Actually, it's going to use its mana infuse roar. So I need everybody within... Let's see, which one is 30? That's 30. All right. Within this radius, which really that doesn't include that many people.
Mhm.
Actually, I think that's literally just you guys. So, Anand and Julius, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh, that didn't work out. Good job, Julius.
All right, Julius succeeds. So, you obviously do not. However, you are going to resist some of this. So, since you're both resistant to force damage, the force damage is going to get cut in half. So, it's a total of 22 damage if you failed, 11 damage if you succeeded.
You mean my temporary HP, so I'm not actually hurt?
Sure.
Nice.
Temporary HP
You would
really
have
does
been if
come
it
in
wasn't for
handy.
your resistance to force
I
damage. A lot of that
wouldn't
damage
know.
is force
Yeah.
damage.
Because you have a billion hit points.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
11
that was just
off of
enough to eat up.
Julius, And the full 22 off of Anand.
Anand. Yep.
Okay.
It's almost like you have plot armor.
Lucas, are you on the ground?
Yes.
Yes.
We have established
Yes.
this in the, in the windows.
We can't hear you, Sean. You're muted.
Yeah, I can't hear you, Sean. Are you on the ground?
Dude.
Oh, it's from whenever you tell me to mute
Nice.
it. Yes, I'm on the ground.
All right.
Who wants to come tickle my taint because I'm on the ground?
I am.
Nice.
I mean, in the game, I am. So that's a 23 to hit.
Aw.
What is my EC these days? I don't think it's normally 19. I think that must have been from whenever I was hasted at one point. But either way, I'll pop a shield.
Does the shield take it above 23?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's so weird. I mean, I don't think there's anything that prevents you from doing that, but it's snuck up on you and you can still shield it. All right, so be it. It's gonna
Let's
make
have
another
the win.
attack against you. God, with advantage, I rolled an 11. That's pitiful.
Yes. Those are my rolls.
As this thing is just doing his best to, well, try to kill you, but it's not working out. Yeah, he's going to move and attempt to go behind this building.
Oh, that was a stalker?
Yes.
That's how it be.
And after he gets behind there, he is going to poof. And that's the end of his turn.
It doesn't poof to me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got, what, blind sight?
Yep, 30 feet.
All right. Voss and Snowflake, you guys are up.
Alright, so where we left off was there was now a paralyzed Vold on top of me, right?
Yes, a paralyzed zombie Vold on top of you. He smells horrible.
Okay, so how much does it take me to get up? Half my movement?
First, just... I'm not going to make this take anything. I just want to see whether you can get out from under it. So give me a... Give me an acrobatics check just to see if you can wriggle out from underneath. I'm not going to make this take any of your movement or anything. Just seeing if you can do it.
Not
Oh,
twice.
yeah.
Again,
You
on this stuff.
you push yourself under, twisting and contort your body, and break free as you're standing next to this paralyzed Volt. You are not on your Pegasus. Your Pegasus is still in the air. But we'll say that where you are right now, when you climb out from underneath, you're standing there.
Okay. Let's see. Trying to figure out if I should use a 6th level spell slot to heal my. Yeah, I'll just take this. No. Yeah. 6th level spell slot. Might be a spell slot. I'm going to use a 6th level spell slot to just go ahead and cast heal on me.
Okay. Just the heal spell. That recovers what? 70 hit points, doesn't it?
Yeah. 70 hit points.
All right, you're back up to full.
Yep. Oh, I gotta go with a.
I already healed you.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. And nobody else really needs healing, so I'm pretty much done with my turn. I'm just gonna try to get back on my Pegasus and get the fuck out of Dodge. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
we'll say that the Pegasus, he could swoop down. It does take half of your movement to mount a creature. But,
No, I accidentally disappeared my character. I clicked the wrong thing.
hold on. Oh, dang, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, that's what I just did. Didn't mean to do it. Clicked something and it was gone.
Can you see it now?
No, like my whole character sheet, and I can't access it in the character selection.
Oh. It's weird. Okay.
I can get sorted out later. I'm going to control Snowflake and have him do an attack on the paralyzed undead primal Volt. Which, if they're paralyzed, it's automatically a critical hit, right? Is that right?
So
Melee
we
attacks.
have to, we got a thing we got to worry about.
What's up?
What do you mean?
Okay, so I think you might have deleted your character. Whatever it is that you did. I looked in
okay.
character selection, and it's not there. However, when I click on your character up at the top, it still brings it up. I wonder if there's a way
I'll
that
log
I
out
can...
and come back in. I'll pull it back up. I'll try that after I do this turn. Like, I'm going to go ahead and attack this guy, okay? So, if he's paralyzed, it's an automatic critical hit, right?
Melee attacks. Any attack within 5 feet is a auto crit if you hit, and you have advantage on your attacks.
So, if the Snowflake gets within 5 feet of the Undead Primal Volt, can the Eldritch Blast be a critical hit?
Yes, as long
Okay.
as it's within 5 feet.
All right. Well, he's just going to walk 5
It
feet
would
over.
be a straight roll, though, technically.
Yeah, because
I
it's a
think,
ranged
yeah.
attack within melee range, but they're paralyzed, so it's straight roll. It's advantage and disadvantage.
That
But if it
is
hits, okay.
fine. Yep. And then, where's my Eldritch Blast at?
Hey, you should be able to get your character sheet back up now. I saved it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you,
I
sir.
just made a new copy of it based on what was on the top left. So, you got a new character sheet again.
Groovy. Might have to fix my inventory later, but it's all good. Oh, I think that's actually, yeah. Cool. All right, so let me go ahead and I gotta click to expand. Oh shit. How do I oh, there's the button to expand. Okay, sorry. So this is going to be one round of attacks right there. 22, 19, and 19.
They all hit?
Okay, so they're automatic critical hits.
Yes, they are. So make sure when you're rolling damage, hold the shift key.
Hold the shift key. Okay.
Left shift
Paralysis
to be
is mean.
Left shift.
shift to be exact. Yes. Are you rolling it directly on the creature?
No. Sorry, I was just rolling it over to the left box.
No worries.
I'll do
I'll
it
just
for the
add it
next
up
one.
and add it.
So 12, 12, and 17.
So 41.
Okay.
Ooh, not bad
And
for
then he's
Kendra.
also going to use his bonus action, thanks to the item, the Illusionist Bracers that he's got, to cast Eldritch Blast on him again.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, 2 out of 3 though.
Yep, okay. What was the, is it the first Undead Primal Vold? Or wait.
Well, there's only one undead
One
primal
Undead
vold here.
Okay. Alright, so I just rolled 2 attacks on him with the shift key. So that should be...
So I meant to tell you something before you rolled the second attack as your bonus action, or the second round of attacks as your bonus. You noticed that it seemed to resist a lot of this magical energy from the first attacks of your Eldritch Blast.
Remember, I'm not using fire because I have that ring.
I know you do.
Yeah, he has the elemental ring. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know you do. That's why I'm telling you that. That the force damage, it seems to shrug some of it off.
I'm not
So-
using force damage, though.
Oh, what were you using?
Fire, like any other elements, because I know that they're immune to or resistant to force. That's why I was using the elemental ring of convergence on this guy, for that reason. I mean, it could be fire,
Okay.
lightning. It's
I will
literally
take
anything
your-
else on these guys.
I will take your word for it. Just say it beforehand next time.
Gotcha. It doesn't
So,
have
alright.
charges, right? I don't think it had charges. The elemental ring.
It does have charges.
Oh, it does have charges. Okay, the ring has 8 charges. Okay, so I gotta use 2 charges of that then. Where do I mark that? I don't think I've ever used it before though. So
Yeah, I don't think you've used it before. Just take note of it, and again, default to the notes tab if you need to put something in.
yeah, I'll just put in under. Yeah, notes. Okay. 2 charges. My total ring. Okay, and then he's going to go ahead and step away a little bit, and I'm also going to step away a little bit, and like I said, try to get back on my Pegasus, and that's my turn.
What did Snowflake do?
He did 2 rounds of attacks.
What did Voss do?
Oh, I healed myself.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So after your attack,
Well, real
What's
quick,
up?
Gavin, I screwed something up earlier, and I'd like to keep myself honest.
okay.
When I use shield, my AC is from previous battle when I had hasted, so it should be down by 2. So that first attack would have hit. The other 2 still would have missed. I would have used shield, but it would proc my mirror image. So can I just roll for the mirror image and see if it would have got one of the illusions?
Sure, that's fine.
Oh, I have to roll a 6 or higher. So the first one hit.
The first one hit. Okay. Let me, thank you for being honest. Let me roll the damage for that. So you are going to take... And these things are real nasty when they hit, too. So you were going to take that damage, which you did partially absorb it. However, I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws. One against the poison, yes. And one because it is a Vold doing Vold stuff.
Okay. 21, and then 22.
Okay, so you succeed against the poison. So you only take 6 more points of poison damage. And then you succeeded on the mana drain, so you didn't lose any of your slots.
Nice. Okay.
Alright. And also, one thing I was going to do, Psy4 is going to use one of his legendary actions here. And he is going to... Yeah, he's going to do a precision strike. That's what he's going to do. Alright, rolling an attack against you.
Oh, actually, who's he attacking? Because he's up in the air.
He's attacking Molly.
Molly's on the ground. She made the
I'm on the
save
ground.
against
He's
it.
floating.
Then how are you able to make an attack against him?
She did that before the reverse gravity.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I succeeded. He's the only. He's like. Yeah,
He went
he's
up in
one
the
of
air.
two
Molly stayed down.
I'm just looking at him from
Okay.
here.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. I totally forgot about that.
I was like, can he do that flying floats? Because damn.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just flailing at this.
Nope, then that's it. Alright, it is now his turn. So... Yeah, so he's gonna fly, because that's a thing that he can do. He chuckles at the reverse gravity as he just flies against the reverse gravity, though it looks weird, because he's like upside down compared to you. He is going to fly over here. And he's going to subtle cast a thing. So, you see this enormous blade sprout into existence. This rift-shaped blade of purple and black void spring up in existence.
It's a blade of disaster. It's the
So
same
it
thing you
takes-
cast last time.
Yeah, you know, luckily for you, you've seen some of what he can already do. So we're going to say it goes in this square here. A lot of black circles. Only the DM's allowed to use black circles from now on. That's what I'm ruling. And he's going to bring it into existence right... You know what? You were the one that attacked him, Molly. He's going to pop it up right here. So that is his bonus action, and he is going to use his action to make an attack against you. Oh wow, that thing hurts.
Yeah, it's a 9th level spell, dude.
Okay, yeah, here he goes. Wow, alright. Making an attack. Why is that? I'm just gonna roll a d20. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use luck on that. Oh,
It's a crit. I don't know if I should do this.
that's the natural roll.
Okay. Do the thing.
Yeah, I'm doing the thing. So you are going to take... Show me the number. It's not showing me the number.
Having a hard time. That was a lot of
Okay.
dice, dude. It's like, hang on.
So you are raging. So because you're raging, you take 35 points of force damage.
Okay. Get it?
Jesus. The Blade of Disaster literally does... It's a spell with Brutal Critical. That's what it is. It's a spell with Brutal Critical built into it. Alright. And with that, he is going to move and put himself behind this little building here. That's going to be the end of his turn. Mana Drake 2. This is the one that failed. It's
So
going
he's
to
all the way
fly.
behind that building.
Yeah, he's upside down though right now, which is really weird.
We can't see him. He's just behind the building.
Yeah, he kind of like corralled himself into a little alley. He's not stupid. I'm trying to play him smart. Alright, Mana Drake. Let's just roll and see who it attacks. Be a magical 4. 4 from the top is Molly. It's coming after you, Molly. It flies, and with a thud... Well, it doesn't really land, because it's flying upside down, but you know what I mean. And it's going to attack you, as you're also kind of just trying to hold on here. That's another nat 20. It's the second creature in a row that's hit you with a nat 20.
C'est la vie.
Should have held shift. Let's do it again with shift. Alright, so you resist all of that damage. So you take 21 points of damage. With that's it being cut in half. So it's coming at you with a claw attack now. $21. Do you have anything to make that not hit?
Oh. I'm gonna probably do, but I don't care. Bring it.
Alright. Roll an attack again. 15 definitely misses, though. Alright, that's more like it. So from that claw, with you cutting it in half, you take 12 damage.
Okay.
After the damage is cut in half. Alright, and that's the end of its turn. I shudder to say this, but what you got, Lucas?
Well, my stuff's not gonna be all that great. First, let's keep with the routine of things. I'm just gonna reach into my bag and... Always nice to have this thing around. And I'm gonna affix the Lantern of Revealing to the tip of my broom.
Okay. Let's give yourself a bubble here.
Well, I gotta bounce around here for a second.
Hey, the smaller bubble here... Oh, that was its roar. I can get rid of that. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
How high up would I need to go to be able to see this Blade of Disaster?
To be able to see it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. With these buildings being about 30 feet tall, with you being over there and having to look over it and see it, I'd say 60 feet in the air would give you clear view over this rooftop to be able to see it.
My God, that's
About twice the height of a building.
Okay, well, let's not go all crazy like that. I'll just hop on my broom and I'll go 5, 10, 15. And that looks like that about gets me there.
Whatever gets you there.
Alright, so yeah. That's cool. For my action, I'm just gonna look at that Blade of Disaster and be like, that needs to go. And it disappears.
How does it disappear?
Subtle cast Dispel Magic.
Nice. Okay. What level are you casting that at?
Oh, I guess I do need to roll. I had to get, like, what, at least a 17 or a 19 for that?
A 19. Charisma
okay.
check.
I'm casting at base level, so 3rd level. So, let me roll. In fact, hold on, I got an item that works for that sort of stuff. Let me see, because I got a bonus action free to do something. But what do we agree on with that thing? Let me make sure I've got that thing. Yeah! It's expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it here. For my bonus action, I am going to drink my custom potion of Witch's Focus.
You're gonna have to remind me what that does.
Allow me to read you the description, because this is a Brimstone special. This unique potion is a Brimstone Witch special. This potion has a mesmerizing violet hue and a taste that is both sweet and tart, with notes of juicy plums and a hint of tangy citrus. When you drink this potion, you get a +5 bonus to rolls you make to maintain your concentration on the spell. You also get a +5 bonus to rolls pertaining to contested spell abilities, such as Counterspell and Dispel Magic. These effects last for 1 hour.
Wait, so you said you're gonna drink this? That takes a bonus action. Just
Bonus
so
action,
you know.
yeah.
Okay. And I assume that's the order that you're doing that, right?
Yeah, bonus action
first
drink,
to drink it.
subtle cast a spell.
All right, make your roll. Give me just a charisma check off your character sheet.
Yeah. All right. So I need a 19. So what's the roll? I get a +5 to this. That'll do it. See
You
you.
need it. All right, that blade of disaster disappears.
I know, but that is a very rare potion. I only have one of them. It's also very high end and expensive. It took a lot of parts to make that.
It really did. But
Wasted it on that.
good time to use it. I mean, I'd say.
Alright, well that's bonus action. And then I will just cruise on back over here to light up this invisible guy. So anything within 30 feet of me at the moment, if it was invisible, it is not anymore.
Within 30 feet of right there. Well, what do you know? You see a stalker.
Hello! Hey guys, there's a stalker over here, by the way. Just heads up. He might be trying to hide and do some sneak attack, but he's a punk ass bitch. Let's go.
Why can't I not delete the Blade of Disaster? This is Cypher himself being like, no, I'm trying to delete it. There it goes. All right.
Also, I'll just yell out, Cypher! I took your toy! Ah! And that's it.
Okay. How did the rogue roll so shitty on initiative?
I fucking know. The story of my life, bro. It's fucking bullshit. But it's
The rogue
okay.
should be going first in initiative, not last.
Yeah, you tell me.
But you're here, so let's see what you got. Give it your best shot.
Fire away, I guess. Oh my gosh. How far are Anand and Julius above the thing? And what is it compared to the mana drake right there?
Marte, you guys are on the rooftop, right?
We're on the we're above the rooftop. We're on our carpet.
Magic carpet.
And you flew upwards? Did you fly away from the drake?
I think the drake went towards them.
Drake flew to me.
Yes, I know.
I
Oh,
haven't
and that's
moved
right.
since. I haven't had a turn since.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're right next to that drake,
Okay.
hovering just above this rooftop.
Actually, I might be able to get that. All right. All right. I wouldn't be able to drop my rifle off the building, off the side of the building.
You want to drop it off the side of the building?
Yes. Like to the space between me and Lucas, that little square right there.
Point to where you're putting your rifle. Just like right in between you and Lucas.
Yeah, right
Okay.
there.
All right. You're just gonna drop it off the roof.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
How far? Wait, hold up. How high is the roof? Will I
30
know
feet.
if it would damage my weapon
It
if I
could.
dropped it? It could.
You don't know
Well,
if it
it's a
would.
magical
but
weapon.
Oh yeah, you got a point there. No, probably not. Not at
Okay.
least, definitely not at least beyond repair. If it's a magical weapon.
But it's a magical. Nothing could destroy a magical weapon other than something, I don't know what can. I'm pretty sure there's something is, but if physical
Well,
damage can't destroy a magical
there's
weapon.
non-magical components to a gun, but it's mostly magical. Either way, you might have to replace a screw. You know, I mean,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But it's still usable. All right, cool. Yeah. So I'm just kind of dropping it off the side there, and I interact with object, pull out my arcane cannon. How far would I have to go up into the air to shoot? I'll show you the line.
hold on 1 second.
So whatever. I can go into my thing.
Sorry,
See.
I'm back.
Okay, it's all good. I was just saying seriously about where. Okay. Will that hit them?
So Cypher is behind total cover right now. I mean, like
I flew up
100%
and
cover.
diagonal. If I flew up and diagonal, how far would I have to flow up?
I mean, like he's hugging the wall. Like he is hugging a wall. You'd have to
This
be on the
is
other side of
a
him.
Fire blast.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but he's hugging a wall, and the wall that he is hugging is 30 feet tall. From that
I'm not
angle,
saying. Okay. What? So how far would I have to go up if I was to hit them?
you'd have to be virtually over him to get an angle to be able to see him right now.
Okay. Well, he was flying at the point, so I thought he might have been still flying. Anyways,
No,
whatever. It doesn't
he's
matter.
he's hovering against the ground, flying against the reverse gravity.
I hope these guys ain't resistant to this shit. All right, I need a.
You can definitely get both of those
Constitution.
drakes, though.
Yeah, that's fine. I need a Constitution saving throw of 15 from both those drakes.
That's a 16 from that one and a 17 from the other, unfortunately.
What and what?
A 16 and a 17. It's not that these things have crazy bonuses; they're just based
sorry,
on drakes.
Sorry, my bad. Dex.
Dex.
Dex save. Yeah, it's a Dex
Okay,
save.
well
of
then
15.
I'll run off of
My
those
bad.
same rolls and just take his Dex bonus instead. That
Did they
turns it
roll above a
into
15?
one of them fails with that. That turns his roll
Okay,
into a
cool.
14. One of them fails.
My
Drake
bad.
number 3 fails. The one that's right by Anand. The other one succeeds.
So 60. So the second, yeah, okay, 6, 1, 4, 5, 6. So whichever failed takes this full. The one this dude takes half. Those are some really high ass rolls.
That is
Holy
some
shit.
good rolls for some D10s right there. All 10s and nothing lower than an 8. Okay, so Mana Drake 3 takes... What type of damage is this?
56. That's
Iron.
insane.
So Mana Drake 3 takes 56 points of fire damage.
They
However,
look like they're resistant. Yeah, I figured.
as it gets
fucking
enveloped
knew
by
it.
this fire, you see that some of the natural magical ability of these creatures dampens the effect on it.
On the fire. Yeah, I figured it. Oh. So much for experimenting, guys. They're resistant to fire.
Yeah, but you still put a ton of damage on him regardless.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, I'm
gonna
Yes,
start
fly
doing
down.
a thing for your arcane cannon, by the way, where I'm just gonna
What?
say it's an attack whenever you do it. I don't like that
That's
it's a whole action. I'm gonna say it's an attack. You're just shooting a weapon. It's just all it is a weapon with a limited number of uses, but it's still just a weapon. So
It has a limit. Oh, I mean, it has a recharge of 5 minutes.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind of
but
ridiculous, but whatever. But yeah, I got you. Okay, cool. That works for me. Then I drop down here with my rifle. I guess I fly down there since I don't want to take damage, whatever. To my rifle, and I bonus action hide.
okay.
We're gonna say for this instance, for this combat, it's gonna take a full action. I guess. I assume so. We're not changing it in the middle of this combat. I'm assuming.
No, I'm saying you can take your second attack if you want to.
Oh.
Just from this point forward, we'll say that's the case for your cannon.
Okay. Well, I already used my interact. Wish I had 2 shots with the arcane cannon, but whatever. That's fine. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna, as my other, can I do this as my other action? Put away the arcane cannon,
Sure, that's fine. You can just
or
just
my
want to
other
stow it.
weapon attack. Stow it away. Drop it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna hide right here,
Where are you hiding yourself?
right beside Lucas, underneath, like beside the house. I'm now on the ground. I am no longer flying.
Okay, gotcha. Give me a stealth check.
Yeah, only one that can really see me is the undead primal void, I'm assuming.
You're assuming, but it doesn't look like his attention is on you at the moment.
He's also
just
paralyzed,
still,
so it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
and still give me a stealth check though, just so we have it on record.
You really want it? You really want
Yes,
it?
yes, I need the stealth check.
Oh, okay.
There you go, 26.
With a natural of 11.
Rogues, man.
Alright, yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right. Oh, dang it!
No, you skipped the yeah.
We clicked at the same time.
My bad.
All right. So mana
Sorry,
Drake
as I wink
1.
to Lucas and my cloak like envelops me, like it camouflages me into the surface of the wall.
Where'd it go?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. So Mana Drake 1. He is going to fly over here. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna position this? Like that. There we go. That's what he's gonna do. So this Mana Drake is going to fly and place himself right here, and he's going to use his Arcane Scream. So I need Snowflake, Anand, and Molly to give me a Constitution saving throw.
And Julius.
Actually, not Julius. He's not caught in it.
He's stacked on top of me.
Oh, is he?
Standing
Then
up.
yeah. All right,
Yeah,
he
we're
would
in
be.
this
He would
list.
count then.
Ouch.
That is an ouch. Because of a certain rule that I use. Okay, so here we go. Rolling damage for this. If you rolled a 18 or lower, you failed.
What if they're are they okay? So is Anand where both Julius and Anand is, or is
They're
Julius
directly
both
on
where?
each other.
Yeah, I know,
They're
but they're on two
occupying the
different
same
squares.
space.
Okay, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
only so you can see both of them. I moved them that way because I couldn't find out
Okay.
where Anand was, but they were on the same square.
Yeah, but my question was, were they originally on Julius's square, or they originally on a non-square? Because if they were really originally both on Julius's square, then they wouldn't get hit by it.
They were originally where Anand was. Hold on one
Okay,
second.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make
Where
sure. I just
Anand
wanted to
was.
clarify.
You know what?
Someone's got to ask the questions.
I might use a. Let's see. I can use a luck point there. Actually, my
Mary's trying to
simulacrum
sleep. Apparently,
also-
she could hear me talking. All right, so
Did I roll for my? That was for my simulacrum, right? Yeah, he has luck points. I'm going to use a luck point to re-roll that because he hasn't used any of his.
for Snowflake,
He
Okay.
hasn't used a single luck point. So I'm
I'm just gonna go ahead and start running through the damage. So It's going to be a little complicated for Julius and Anand to calculate because we're dealing with 2 different damage types. But, oh, there you go. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, so if you don't have resistance to either force or thunder damage, and all right, I'm just going to go through the numbers of what everybody rolled. So Molly, you've got resistance to all of this, and you passed. So with that, you take 10 points of damage total.
Okay.
So, Snowflake, Vasa Simulacrum, you rolled a nat 20, so you automatically pass. You take 20 points of damage. Julius, so for you guys, this is 12 plus 16 plus 25 is 41. Okay, so for you guys, this is a total of 28 damage here because of the resistance to force damage. Julius, with him rolling a natural 1, that 28 damage becomes 56. Because he rolled that natural 1. Julius takes 56 points of damage.
So we'll take the temps away. So the temps was 11, so that's 46.
45.
So 45 points. All right. How many does Anand take?
Anand is just a regular failure, so you take a total of 28 points of damage.
Nice.
And hold on, apparently we've got really thin doors and she's trying to sleep, and even with me talking at a normal tone like this, she says I'm talking too loud. Let me figure this out.
We can also wrap up at 10:30. If everyone wants to finish the fight first, but it seems like it's going to be a big fight.
There we go. The dog kept opening her door because we have animals that can do that shit. All right. So Mana Drake 1, I used its thing. All right, top of the round. I'll give it up to you guys here. Do we go for one more round, or do we call it here?
One more round.
I'm cool with that, but I need everybody to be cool with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've been
Cool with
waiting for what, 3 weeks for us to finally get into combat?
Yeah. And it's also might potentially be a month before we even play again, so.
I'm gonna do my best on Christmas for us to play. It might be a short session. So. All right, Molly.
Yay! Alright. I'm gonna have to go to the manager. I don't want. I want him to hit me while I leave.
You want to know what would be get the most out of your turn? This thing here
I'm over there.
is, you can teleport.
What's wrong? But I want to kill him.
Well, this thing's paralyzed, so you can just go and get crits.
That's not the guy, now is it?
Well, the guy is here. It's up to you. You do what you want. Whatever you like.
Where do you
No,
At the
man.
Mana Drake.
Okay. No, I'm
Were
not.
you meaning to attack the Mana Drake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't want him to attack me first.
God damn, 28 points of damage in one swing. Gnarly.
No, that didn't. No.
Look at your bonus action attack.
Yeah.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl.
God dang it. Alright, well, that was me for the evening.
Can you attack recklessly to get advantage on that?
No. Too late for that.
What?
Yeah, it is a little too late for that.
I'm
Yeah.
already raging. That's the
I
best
just-
way to do raging.
You could rage and reckless, but
Yeah,
it's okay.
you can do both.
Yeah, but
But
not
you have to
after.
declare it.
I was like, but not afterward.
This isn't Baldur's Gate 3. In Baldur's Gate 3, you can use a reaction to reckless attack if you miss.
Like as a player, that's pretty great. Yep, I'm
All
done.
right.
Next.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use one of his legendary actions, and he is going to cast a spell. So he is going to cast... Let's see. Yeah, he's going to use Psionic Blast. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Molly.
With advantage.
Yes, with advantage. Well, if that's what you got.
That's a barbarian thing. They all get advantage on dex saves.
While they're raging.
No, just all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Danger
Okay.
sense.
Cool. 21. That doesn't succeed.
Roll again. You have
You wanna
advantage,
roll
so you get
again?
to roll a second time.
That's right. Nope, that doesn't succeed. However, you're resistant to fucking everything, so I'm sure you'll be fine. So you take... this is... Wow. I just rolled a bunch of d8s and nothing went higher than a 3. So that is 14 points of psychic damage that you take.
Okie dokies.
You're resistant to psychic, right? Don't you have like a ring that gives you resistance to that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So is it only 7 or is it still 14?
Oh, it would be 7 then. Yeah. I don't know, that was pitiful. Alright, Undead Primal Vold. He is still, what is it, paralyzed? That's a wisdom save, right? I'm gonna assume that's a wisdom save.
It's a wisdom save.
You know, it's a strong 9.
That's strong.
Yes, he failed.
It's if a weak 9 I could see failing, but if it's a strong 9, that succeeds, right?
Fade not.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
All right, Primal Vold. Its turn. Let's see. Big bad magic man. It doesn't like your face. It's coming over here to attack you, Lucas. As it gets to this point and just does a leap, landing right here, and it's going in for a full round of attacks.
Just so you know, I don't think it makes a difference, but just for context, I'm 15 feet in the air.
Let's see. These things.
I'm pretty sure it can reach me. I'm just saying.
It can reach you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It can definitely reach you.
Just letting you know that's a thing, but go ahead and continue on.
Yeah. It's making his attack against you. That is a 27.
Oh no!
Mirror image. With a
My
nat-
mirror images are just not working today, folks.
That doesn't hit? Or that does hit you, I mean?
I rolled a
Yeah.
1 for my mirror image. I had to roll a 6 for the first one to take effect.
Shit. So you see Lucas there with all of these copies, and this thing stabs the right one.
Oh, actually, I got luck points. I guess I'll just use a luck point.
Can you use it for that? Make sure you can. Luck points can be used for everything. There's
You're probably right. Yeah, just go ahead and roll it. Hit me
No.
with it,
Can I
baby!
roll it directly on you, or should I put it in the chat?
No. I am allowing it to be rolled again.
That doesn't work that way.
What do you mean?
Oh, you're
Yes,
just
it
making him attack again. You're making him re-roll his attack. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, re-rolling the attack.
It's my normal arcane abeyance.
I thought you were saying I'm choosing for luck to be able to be used this way. What
Oh,
is
no,
with
not
me
that.
in rolling
Whoa.
identical things every time
Oh,
I have to roll again?
So,
I can't help
So
you with
Gavin,
that.
so Gavin, now listen to me. So if he rewinds time for him to re-roll the attack, does that not mean he gets to re-roll to see if it hits another mirror image because the time technically got rewind backwards.
That is true.
He
It's
never
the attack all over again. I
all
think,
over
yeah,
again.
roll to see if he hits a mirror image.
2.
That's a nice catch there. Oh my god! This is just getting funny at this point.
I could only do but so much.
This is just getting funny at this point. I'll take it. Rolling that damage on you.
Oh.
All right, you
gosh.
take 24 points of damage. Give me a Constitution saving throw. I'm liking this.
I'm sorry. I could only do so much. You also get a plus
All right.
5 for that?
But you hold on to your magic, though. It doesn't suck your magic out of your body.
Oh, man.
It's making another attack at you. $19. What is your AC right now?
17.
Oh, he rolled a 19 and his thing's a 17?
His AC is a 17.
Yeah, and it rolled a 19, right?
Yes.
Is he within, 60 feet of me, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to use one of my Bardic Inspiration to use my reaction and do Cutting Words to reduce that by a 1d12.
I think it's a 1d10, isn't it?
Let's see. My Bardic Inspiration is at level 15 and above is a 1d12.
Oh, okay, cool.
My healing, that's a 1d10.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, roll a 1d12. You don't have to roll that high. I would have laughed so hard if it was only like a 1 or a 2.
It's an 8.
All right, so that misses with his second attack, going in for his third and final attack. What do you say to taunt this Vold to make him miss?
Your mother was a whore. That's all I got. Sorry.
Your mother was a whore?
Yeah, pretty much.
It looks at you almost as if to say, is that the best you got? But because it's looking at you, giving you this expression of judgment, when it attacks without looking and misses.
You're welcome.
Thank
That's all I
you.
got, though. I mean, I guess I have my other guys react as well, but try to save that.
That is a 29.
Jesus.
Oh,
did you already roll damage?
Hey! No, it's an illusion.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So it breaks one of your other mirror images.
It breaks the first one. Every time everything swung at me, it's hit me every time.
All right, so it breaks a mirror image, finally. And all right. Anant.
Marte?
Fireball on everybody. Just fireball on everybody. Everybody gets
On
a fireball.
everybody.
Whole team gets a fireball. We all just gonna immolate.
Call it the Oprah Fireball.
Yes, you get a fireball, and you get a fireball. Is anybody even still affected by my reverse gravity?
It turns out that pretty much everybody in there could fly.
Fine, well, guess I'm gonna drop it.
I will say something that you guys have noticed throughout the course of this fight. Actually, I couldn't really even say you guys. Really, it's just Molly. Because she's the one who's over there in close proximity with Cypher Gan. As this fight's gone on, his appearance has begun to change. His skin adopting a more bluish tone. His once fair complexion, his once tight skin and young physique begins turning wrinkled and mottled.
Ew.
As his eyes begin to lose their pigmentation as well.
Was it another simulacrum?
Is
Ew.
is our primal vault still held?
Yes, super tight. And a nice hug.
Beautiful.
The undead primal.
Oh, let's see. We've got this mana drake in front of us. Oh. How big is this? We're gonna slide to right here. So we're not provoking
Hey, Anon,
opportunity.
Yeah. I will let
What?
you know that the drakes are have resistance against fire damage.
Cool.
I would have assumed the way you would have RP'd that out is once you figured that out as Bono would have been like, they resist fire! Or something like that.
Well, I yelled it out when I first hit it, and he was right in front of one of the ones I hit, so I would assume he would have noticed it.
Right.
Why is this not turning the way I wanted to turn? Turn, darn you. There we go.
There you go. So you just hit the very front of the cone and drag it.
Oh, that's
If
too
you
big.
even wanted to do, you could hit Cypher Gan. Well, I don't know. He's
Yeah.
also
I'm
undercover.
hitting Cypher Gan.
He's also
Oh.
undercover.
Well, that is a cone of cold that I just shot.
Would that hit Cypher Gan? Does it go around corners?
So here's
I
the
don't
thing.
know.
You are 30 feet up right now.
Cool.
And he has placed himself flat against a surface 30 feet below you.
Cool.
I don't
It's a
see how you
six-
could make that hit him where he put himself.
Unless
Oh.
the spell says
It's
it
a
goes around
60-foot cone.
corners.
I don't.
Right, but if you shoot a 60-foot cone at a 30-foot wall and you've got somebody directly behind the 30-foot wall, are you hitting that person? If they're directly behind the wall you're shooting at?
I mean, if it's
Just-
cold outside and I run behind the house, I'm still cold behind the house.
Yeah, but you're not having somebody
I'm
blasting
kidding,
you
I'm
with
kidding.
cold. You get what I'm saying.
More
I'm
than
trying to be
likely
fair
not.
here.
Yeah,
more
just
than
make
likely
the
not.
ruling and then let's,
Yeah.
let's keep going.
But yeah, still, the other ones get hit with the cone of cold.
Same with
I
Molly.
put him where I put him specifically so it'd be hard to hit. Alright. But yes, so that is a con save from all of them, right?
Con save, yep.
You just want to tell me who you want to smite your next turn. You can go to bed. That's what you want to say.
Don't save. Why don't I just
Oh
stab?
snap! You are in the middle of that.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
noticed that.
That's how much damage it was.
Alright, so we got a 16, 18, and a 16. Number 3 rolled a 16, number 1 rolled an 18. So 3 and 2 both fail. Number 1 succeeds, and Molly fails, but she has resistance to cold anyway. However, I shudder to say this, Anand, as the ice collides with the creature's body, it
Oh,
seems as though its body begins to heat up in response, mitigating
they-
the effect of the ice.
Are they resistant to all magic?
You don't know.
Elemental
If you're
magic.
interested to check, you can give me an Arcana check, since you are in very
Sure.
close contact with one of these creatures right now.
Sure. Let's do that. 25.
Your instincts tell you there's a good chance. Give me a perception check. I'm only asking you to make the perception check because this occurred to you because of that Arcana check you just
No,
rolled.
I have no.
Make us find out one
stats
thing.
in percent. Oh, never mind.
So, as you see this creature standing in front of you, and as it heats its body up to resist this ice, you notice something else in its eye, as a small streak of lightning also courses through its eye as well.
We just.
It would
need to
appear, you would imagine that it is specifically resistant to the elements, fire, cold, lightning.
Nice.
And from a magical science perspective, you would imagine the reason that is because those are the 3 schools of magic that are the closest to branching off from the magic that is unrefined, that being force.
So we're gonna go ahead and end Anon's turn right there.
All right.
Let me go ahead and get rid of that. I don't need it anymore.
You, as
is-
Anand, would believe that they would not resist complex magic, but that means magic that takes it a step further than just fire, cold, lightning. We're talking psychic, radiant, necrotic.
Hey, you want to delete the black circle and the black arrow?
Oh yeah, we don't need that either.
Are you not concentrating on it anymore?
Nah,
No,
he
it's,
dropped it.
it's not working.
I just got a thing for Fantasy Grounds.
What?
I don't know. It's here, I'll screen share real quick. Oh, it went away. It went away. Oh wait, I think we might be about to
Or did
crash.
it?
Whoa, it's so mean.
I think our DM is pushed. Unless he's just not showing up.
That was so weird.
Oh, yep.
And
crashed.
Fantasy
It just
Grounds
crashed.
and Discord crashed for me at the same time.
Sounds like a computer problem.
But nothing else did. It was just those 2 things. All right, since that just happened, do we just want to call it?
Yes.
All right. Let's remember. So you just used Cone of Cold, but Julius still had his turn, right?
Yes.
So when we come back, it will be Julius's turn.
Correct.
Undead Primal is
Undead
paralyzed.
Primal is still paralyzed. And
We know
Suffragan
that-
has used 1 legendary action.
We know that the Amber Drakes are resistant to the 3 main elemental magic, as far as we know: fire, cold, lightning. Lucas has his Lantern of Revealing up. I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
All right,
So-
boys.
I'm gonna do my best because I want to play in 2 weeks. Just my family, Christmas is a big deal for them, so they always they make
Well,
they make it an all day thing.
I can already tell you, I'm not going to be here. My wife's not going to let me play on Christmas.
Right.
It's
Tell
not
you
even a
what.
question.
Somebody plan a one shot. I may or may not be able to play, but if I can, I will.
That would be fun. I'll let you know. It's like 95% no, but I will let you know.
Yeah, I mean it's like probably a 90% no for me too, but maybe we can reschedule for like the day after Christmas, perhaps.
That is feasible. It is a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, good night, gentlemen.
All right. See you guys.
Alright.